What's up, Matt? What is up, Brandon? How's it going, guys? We got probably about 10 to 12 minutes before kickoff here at Clemson. I'm going to have Clemson and Duke on one TV and Miami and SMU on the other for the time being. What's up, Magadog? What time's the Georgia game come on? 3:30? Yeah, I think it's at 3:30. What's up, Crustle? Andy? Yes. So it looks like Cade Klubnik is going to be suiting up today. He had the twisted ankle or whatever against SMU a couple weeks ago. They had a bye week, but he's not on the injury report, so he'll probably be starting today. Georgia Tech 45, UGA 42. What's up, man? Hopefully Clemson beats Duke. Yeah, well, hopefully is right, but I wouldn't bet a single dollar on Clemson to win anything right now. The Disney YouTube turning into a real shit show on social media. Yeah. I saw, what was it? I think Sling and was it Fubo are both offering like a 24-hour free trial. So a lot of people are switching over to that this week. I have Hulu TV anyway, so it doesn't affect me. Disney owns Hulu, so that's why they never have a contract dispute, because they own Hulu. So I don't have to worry about that. Hard to do a free trial of Fubo TV to get the games. Oh, had to, yeah. That's what a lot of people are doing. I think I saw Coach Coop say that he had a 24-hour free Sling membership today. If it ain't back next week, I'm going to Hulu. It's a smart move by Disney, honestly, because, like I said, they own Hulu, so it's really no skin off of their back by not reaching an agreement, because they're going to get more Hulu subscriptions out of it. They'll eventually make a deal, though. It's just a matter of when and who's going to fold first. But YouTube is the one that's really missing out on this, not Hulu or Disney. Disney owns Fubo TV also. I didn't know that. Hopefully the pay Pete movement goes well today. Yeah, I need it because I'm down like $50 this week. I'll tell you what I got though. I made a couple of bets, and if I win some of them, I'll make some more bets tonight. But if I don't, I'll probably just stop. I'll tell you what I have right now. I've got Georgia and Florida over 50.5. I also think Georgia will probably cover the spread. I think it's 7.5, but I got the over 50.5. The reason I think Georgia's going to score 35 or 40 on their own. And so all you need is for Florida to get a couple of trash touchdowns at the end to cover that. So I like that over in that game. I got Vanderbilt. The Vanderbilt game was +3, but I bought it up to 3.5 just for some cushion. But I took Vanderbilt +3.5. And then I've got SMU +10.5 against Miami. That's the one I'm least confident about. But I don't know. Miami's offense has not looked great the past couple of games. This is their first game outside of the state of Florida all year. And so I think SMU can at least keep it interesting. If they can keep it within 10 points, I'll win my bet. My only over bet was UCLA versus Penn State. 0-1 career record betting again, yeah. I bet a lot of over-unders. As a matter of fact, when I bet baseball, that's all I bet. Like the end of the regular season in Major League Baseball, the entire playoffs, and even into the World Series. Now, the World Series games have gone mostly under. The first 2, I think, went over, and the last 3 went under. But that's all I bet in baseball. I never bet the line. I just bet the over-under, and I usually bet the over. I mean, in baseball, you can have 6 scoreless innings, and then they'll have 1 inning where there's 7 runs scored. So that's the reason why I usually bet the over. And the overs are usually somewhere around 7.5 or 8. So, what's up, Jeremy? Pop-Tart Bowl folks really sticking with Clemson. Yeah, this is their third game they've been to, I think. I was looking this morning. Do you know there was tickets available to this game for $20? I'll be interested to see what the stadium looks like, because it's not only the fact that the team's not good, because Clemson has a history, even when they weren't good, of packing that stadium out. But the problem is when you're not good and you have Dabo Swinney going on all over the airwaves, you're calling the fans spoiled. They're just like, okay, well, if we're spoiled, I'm just not going to come and spend my money then. And so this is the result you get. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's sold out because the tickets are so cheap, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to lie. I thought about going to the game today because the tickets were so cheap. But for me, it would still cost me at least $500 because I would have to get a hotel, the gas, the food, the whole thing. So even a cheap ticket would cost me $500. What's up, Eddie? Yeah, y'all got a big game today. Ole Miss. I saw pictures earlier of today's tailgate spots. All but one were pretty thin. Maybe it was just really early. Yeah, I saw those same pictures on Twitter. Yeah. It was cold this morning in Clemson. It was 40-something degrees. I think kickoff is supposed to be 50-something and sunny, so it should be nice. It should be pretty nice for the game. It looks like SMU needs to win this game to stay alive in the ACC. If they have one more ACC loss, they're eliminated mathematically, pretty much. So this is a huge game for both Miami, and the same goes for Miami. If Miami loses today, they're screwed because they lose the tiebreaker against Louisville. Georgia Tech is probably going to win out, maybe lose to Pitt at the end of the year, but that would be 2 ACC losses for Miami. That would be devastating. So this is a big game between Miami and SMU. Both those teams really need to win. Kind of an elimination game for both of them. And here they go running down the hill. It looks to me, the stadium looks pretty full to me, at least in that shot. I'm a little bit worried about Klubnik today. He hasn't played in 3 weeks. He might be a little rusty. I don't know what the condition of his ankle is. I don't know if he's 100% or not. But you know Clemson's going to run the ball with him no matter what. So if he's got a hurt ankle, that could be a real problem. What's going on here? There it is. Anyway, give me your score predictions for these two games: Clemson and Duke, and SMU and Miami. What you got? I'm never gonna pick Clemson to lose. So I'm gonna say, God, I'm gonna say Clemson 28 to 27. 28 to 27 over. I hope I'm wrong. All right. I hope Clemson blows them out. But and I got. I'm going to have Miami 35, SMU 28. So they win by 7. If that happens, Miami wins and I win my bet both. Clemson 21 to 17. Clemson 22. Duke 15. Yeah, I think Duke will score more than 15 points. What's up, Jamie? Yeah, I think Duke will score more than 15 points. I mean, I think Clemson's giving up somewhere around 23 points on average for the year. So, Clemson 34 to 24, Miami 34 to 21. Okay. So you got Miami winning by 13 points. Got Texas over Vandy. I don't know why. To me, that was an easy bet to make. There's no such thing as an easy bet to make, but I don't know. I think Vanderbilt's a better team. than Texas is. Oh, by the way, is Arch Manning playing today? Didn't he get hurt last game? Actually, if he doesn't play today, that might actually be better for Texas because he's not playing good. What's up, Potato? Arch is playing, okay. Well, then I'm definitely taking Vanderbilt. If Arch Manning's playing, I'm taking Vanderbilt. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing going. I was out trick-or-treating last night, and this house down here, they're like 4 or 5 houses down, they give candy to the kids and mini bottles to the adults. So I got one of these. I've never heard of this. Western Sun Texas Vodka. Well, let's try it out. Cheers. Cheers to all of you. Actually, that wasn't bad. I was expecting it to be very bad. It wasn't that bad. Never heard of that, though. Western Sun. Excuse me. What's up, Tiger Red Devil? How you doing, buddy? Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? All right, Clemson's about to get the ball here first. We'll get our first look at this offense and see if it's worth a shit. Of course, more nonsense from Dabo Swinney in the off week about how I wish we ran the ball more. All the things I've been saying all year. I wish we ran the ball more. I wish we rotated in more running backs. He says that after every game, and then every game they don't do it. It's like he's like a broken record. So we'll see if they do it today. I mean, I don't know why anybody would believe that they will, because they haven't done it all year. The only game they ran the ball a lot was against, I think it was against Boston College, you know, who's a terrible team. All right, here we go. From the 25-yard line. Got Randall in at running back. I don't want it right now. And they do run it on first down, and they get about 3 or 4 yards with number 8. All right, let's keep it up. Let's keep running the ball. Georgia's now a 6.5-point favorite. I would probably take Georgia with 6.5. I didn't bet that game on the line. I bet the over. 2nd down and 7. From the 28. Klubnik dumps it off in the flat. Who is that? To Pat Henry. A loss of a yard or 2 on that one. Now it's 3rd down. Arch Manning's acting like the game is his Super Bowl. What kind of is, Texas can't lose another game. Kind of is their Super Bowl. 3rd down and 8. Honestly, for Arch Manning, every game should be the Super Bowl. I mean, from here on out, 3rd down and 8. Klubnik under pressure, and he's going to get sacked. Big loss, 6 or 7 yard loss on the sack there. And here we go again, boys and girls. Holy shit. This offensive line, man. I don't know why I put myself through this misery every week of streaming every Clemson game. I really don't know why I do it. Well, I do know why I do it, because I love hanging out with you guys and I love watching Clemson football. But holy man, it's been rough. It's been a rough year for your boy. 4th down and 14, and they're going to punt it, and he barely gets the punt off. And what happened there? Nothing, I guess. Duke almost turned the ball over there. Yeah, the offensive line's an absolute mess. What's up, Trip Hicks? Good morning, Jeremy. Yeah, what was Pat McAfee doing with his shirt off? Listen, I like Pat McAfee, and I think, you know, the debate whether he's good for game day or not, I don't have a problem with McAfee at all. I really don't. But the whole thing where you're taking your shirt off and sitting at the desk and what is that? Like, that's a little bit too weird for me. I mean, come on, man. You see Klubnik hobble off already? Well, they probably should put Vizina in anyway. But you know what, Dabo, if Klubnik can play, Dabo's playing him. Although at this point, I really believe that Christopher Vizina is probably the better choice of the two. He's definitely a better passer. He doesn't get flustered in the pocket. That was the most impressive thing about Vizina to me. 1st down and 10. Pretty good field position here for Duke. And they're going to throw a quick pass to the outside, and it's caught. And, of course, he breaks a couple tackles. Turns what should have been a 1-yard gain into about a 4-yard gain there because Clemson can't tackle. And they're playing a hurry up here, which is bad news for the Tigers. 2nd down and 7. They're trying to run a lot of plays. And they're going to run the ball right up the middle. Good defense there by the Tigers, a gain of 2 or 3. He took his shirt off because he was wearing blue. BYU is blue, so he was in the Utes area. Well, he knew that before he went on stage. So he planned that shit. 3rd down and 4. Tigers need to stop here. Bad. Quarterback under pressure just throws it away. All right, they needed that. Mensa, it's 4th and 4, and it looks like they're going to stay on the field here. Duke's going for it. Duke's going for it on 4th and 4. Here we go. On 4th and 4 from the 47. Clemson's 47. Mensa back to pass. He's got a guy open, caught for a... Well, how early will the Boo Birds come out in Clemson if they score on this drive? The fans are already fed up. What's up, Nature Boy? How you doing, buddy? My man, my brother from another mother, Nature Boy. It's good people right there. That is good people right there. This is just... I can't believe Clemson's defense is this bad. I really can't. Second down and 8. Oh, get him. Rolls out to his left. Bad snap under pressure. Just throws it away. Yeah, it was just a bad snap. What's up, Joshua Linhart? I can't see more than 3 feet in front of my face. I have to bend over to read some of y'all's names. 3rd down and 8. From the 34. And Mensa is going to fake the handoff, rolls out to his left, and just throws it away. All right. I don't know how good is Duke's field goal kicker. It's 4th and 8. They're not going for this, are they? What is he going for it on 4th and 8? They're going for it on 4th and 8, or at least trying to trick the defense into jumping off sides. And he did. What the fuck? What? We can't have anything nice at Clemson. I mean, that is textbook. This is why I have this is a poorly coached team. We all know that what they were probably trying to do is draw them off sides to get in field goal range to give their kicker an easier, a shorter kick. And he did it anyway. Unbelievable. Now it's 4th and 3 and they're in field goal range. Now this makes it a much easier kick for Duke. You can't do that, man. Lawson, what are you doing? Now they're going to go for it again. Now on 4th and 3. From the 29. Oh my God, Mensah throws it, it's caught for another first down at the 20. Now they're in the red zone. Holy hell. What's up, Cheezel? My wife said I can't watch the game today. You mean she can't watch the game or you can't watch the game? Well, if you can't watch the game, you can just watch me watch the game, which is kind of the same thing. No way. Oh, no, yeah, well, you can get, there's other ways to watch it. 1st down and 10. Mensah throws it into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. And Clemson's secondary continues to get torched. Clemson's defensive line continues to not be able to get pressure on these quarterbacks. Clemson's coaching staff is getting out-coached yet again. Shall I go down the line? People were telling me that Clemson was a lock at 3 points. I was like, why in the fuck would anybody bet on Clemson? What have you seen out of Clemson this year that would make you actually put money on them? Nothing. Unbelievable. Extra point's good. Oh, man. Let's see if Klubnik comes back in here. I think he will. I think if Clemson's serious about winning this game, they'll put Vizina in. He's healthy, and he can throw the ball. I'm trying to find, here it is. I'm trying to find how to make this, change the score here. There it is. 7-0 Duke. I don't have the volume up, so I can't hear what's going on, but I'm sure the Boo Birds are probably already out. Yeah, this team is, I'm telling you. And we've seen some pretty shaky teams over the past 5 years, but this one this year is just, it's the most frustrating one out of all. Because there was years where there was gaps in the, players at certain positions. This year they're loaded at every position, at least on paper anyway, but they can't do anything. They don't play together as a unit. They don't seem to play hard. They seem poorly coached. It's more frustrating than even the DJ years. What's up, Edward O? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you in here. We can't 3rd down, but they get back on 4th down. The first Clemson 3 and out drew light boos already. Yeah. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Anyway, at commercial here. Meanwhile, in Dallas, it's 0-0 still, SMU and Miami. SMU's got the ball, 2nd down and 8, and they get close to a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and short, rather. SMU on the move. 3rd down and 2. Arch just isn't a good quarterback, not accurate at all. Well, he hasn't been all year. You know what? There's a lot of similarities between Arch Manning and Cade Klubnik. You know, guys that won at a high level in high school that everybody wanted. I mean, you had Paul Feinbaum out there saying that Arch Manning was the best quarterback prospect he's seen since Tim Tebow, which is a crazy thing to say for a guy who's barely started. And he's just completely looked terrible, you know. So 4th down and 1, SMU's going to go for it here at the 35-yard line. I think somebody called a timeout. Yeah, timeout SMU. I can go ahead and tell you what's going to happen on this play. If they go for it, it's going to be a quarterback draw. Most likely. We'll see if I'm right. This defense is a joke. Yes, it is a joke. It's terrible. Peete, a great coaching staff that develops three-star players beat a better, talented, poorly coached team every day. Yeah. I know that was one of the comments that was left on my last State of the Fan Address video when I said that, last week was a bye week. Here's the kickoff here. And it's going to be a touchback. I said that I was happy to not have to watch Clemson lose to a team they're better than this week. And everyone's like, well, if you win the game, you're the better team. No. How long have y'all been watching sports? The better team does not always win. That's just fake. That's false. It happens every week in every sport, not just football. 10-0 Texas. Damn. What's Vanderbilt doing? First down and 10 Tigers from the 25. Of course, Klubnik's still in there. Got Antonio Williams, and he's going to pitch it to Williams, and Williams got room to run, and he gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. They just refuse to fucking run the ball with running backs. It's just this. They always want to do some weird shit. Obviously, when Antonio Williams comes in there at running back at the last minute, he's getting the ball. The entire defense, every fan in the stands knows that. This is a high school ran offense. Oh my God. The flag's against Duke, and Clemson got lucky there. That was about to be a busted play by Clemson, and they got bailed out by Duke. Why do Clemson fans want to fire who? They want him to fire Garrett Riley because he's fucking terrible. That's why. I don't know who, if you're talking about somebody else. Second down and 5. Klubnik throws it. Caught by Williams. Across the 50-yard line. Flag. Where's my whistle at? I think my whistle's in the other room. Against Clemson. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I don't understand why you got Klubnik out there on one leg. He's got what looks to be like a cast around his ankle. And you've got a perfectly capable quarterback who's not hurt sitting on the sideline. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Second down and 15. Klubnik throws it deep. He's got him wide open by Antonio Williams. Caught 20 down at the 15-yard line. All right. Finally, something positive. What's up, Red Hot Chili Papa? That's a funny name. What's up, Pete? Here we are again watching this mess. Yes, we're in it together, buddy. Hey, if we're miserable, you know, misery loves company. We'll be miserable together. There you go. Cheers. Red Hot Chili Papa. All right, second down. Second down and 10. From the 15. And they give the ball to Randall. No, who is? That's not Randall. Did they actually put another running back in there? Holy shit. That's a miracle. They got Gideon Davidson in there. And guess what? He picked up 5 yards. Imagine that. More than 5 yards, like 7 or 8 yards. Third down and 2. Keep number 9 in there. This guy needs more touches. I've been saying this all year. The fact that he only gets 1 or 2 touches a game is a crime against humanity, honestly. Let him run it again. And they do let him run it again. And he gets the first down. Imagine that. Come on, let's go, number 9. First down, Tigers. First and goal. The offense gives away the run somehow. Defense is always ready for it. Yeah. Well, again, when you run these trick plays with Antonio Williams or the jumbo package with defensive linemen or something, they know where the ball's going. I mean, everybody knows where the ball's going. It's predictable. Even, you know how predictable you have to be when Brian Kelly can predict your offense? You got to be really bad. What the hell is going on, Football Frank? What's up? Yeah, Football Frank here. That might be my favorite troll name yet. Football Frank. If I had to make a second channel because my first channel got struck one time, and so I made a second channel, the Peete Podcast channel, which I do the midday show on. If I ever have to make a third channel for any reason, I'm calling it Football Frank. There's no doubt about it. UNC with a win over Syracuse. Yeah. Bill Belichick's first ACC win. Look, Syracuse is terrible. How in the fuck did Clemson lose it? I mean, I know that Steve Angeli had a huge game, and he was like the heart and soul of that offense and that team, but boy, they're bad. Syracuse is bad, bad. If you lose to North Carolina, you're really bad. Seems like Dabo calls a timeout every first quarter this year on offense. Yeah, it is weird. Yeah. Either throw it deep every first down or relearn I formation. I formation? Garrett Riley has never seen an I formation in his entire adult life. Are you kidding me? I formation. Garrett Riley's allergic to an I formation. If he sees an I formation, he just breaks out in hives. College football is doing everything to kill itself. Now fans can't watch games without unnatural acts. What? Paul, are you already drinking? What does that even mean? I love you, Paul, but sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I can listen to somebody speak Chinese, and it would make more sense than whatever you say. To me, anyway. Smokey the Bear is in here. Yeah, he's here to prevent forest fires. What's up, Smokey? Goal line package. Yeah, goal line package. Let's bring in a 350-pound defensive lineman and then pretend like everybody doesn't know he's going to get the ball. If we do throw it deep so our 4- and 5-star receivers can make a play, not this dink and dunk stuff. Yes. I would like to see a actual stat line of how many passes. And look, here's the other thing. I know every team does this. This is not Clemson specific. Every team does this. But some teams do it to an excessive level. How many passes out of all of the passes that Cade Klubnik throws or whoever the quarterback is are behind the line of scrimmage? I would like to see the percentage. I bet you it's more than 50%. It's probably somewhere around 70%, honestly. Pete, do you have YouTube TV? No, I got Hulu TV. First and goal, Tigers at the 5. Touchdown, Clemson. Antonio Williams stretches over the goal line, and my fucking TV just froze. I'm going to have to restart this. I don't know what's going on with it, but every time it freezes, it puts me further and further behind, so I'm just going to start it over. It's starting to piss me off, honestly. I mean, 99% of the time I do these game streams, everything works fine without any hiccups, but for some reason, ever since I got up here to start preparing the show and turn the TVs on, this one TV is fucking up. So I'm just going to start it over. Vertical passes exist when we are on down 2 scores. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's see if it resets it. Should. What's the flag for? There's a flag down. Dead ball foul. Put it on free airwaves, this stupid shit streaming shell game every year. Or just get Hulu TV or Fubo because it's owned by Disney, so there's never going to be a contract dispute between ESPN and Hulu because they own it. Problem solved. I mean, YouTube TV is not the only place you can watch things on. I get look, I get it. If I paid $90 a month or $80, whatever YouTube TV costs, and you had to go through this every year, I'd be pissed about it too. But instead of bitching about it every year, I would just switch services. It's pretty much that easy. Also, Hulu costs less. You get the same channels. I mean, it's not like you get some extra channels on YouTube that you don't get on Hulu. So save money and not have to worry about not being able to watch football. To me, it's simple. Not jumping around multiple streaming services just ain't worth the squeeze. Well, again, if you get Hulu TV, you don't have to jump around. That's my point. Just get Hulu and you don't have to worry about it because they're owned by Disney and ESPN. There, problem solved. YouTube TV is cheaper. No, it's not. I pay $80 for Hulu. I get Hulu Live TV. I get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and the Hulu On Demand for $80 a month. That's way cheaper than YouTube. With YouTube TV, you got to pay $90 a month, and you don't get any of that other stuff that I just mentioned. So, no, Hulu's cheaper. All right, here we go. Duke's got the ball at the 21. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, I didn't give Clemson their score, did I? All right, good defense there by the Tigers. Here we go, bro. 7-7. Second down and 8. Pete, give Clemson their points. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not used to putting points on the board for Clemson, so I just forgot. Second down and 8 from the 23. And Mentz is going to roll out to his right and throw it wide fucking open. He's off to the races. Holy shit, that's going to be a touchdown. This is, I can't believe how bad this defense is. There was nobody within 20 yards of him. Nobody. This is the same exact shit that happened against SMU. Wide open receivers. I'm not talking about a little bit open where he's got 1 or 2 steps on a guy. There's nobody around him. Nobody. What are you doing? I couldn't fucking get a touchdown doing that. And I'm 45 years old with a bad back. This team's going to give me a stroke. Holy shit. I wouldn't say fire Tom Allen. Tom Allen even said he doesn't. Boy, Tom Allen was hardcore this past week, wasn't he? He was like, yeah, He's like, I like to recruit this type of player. I like to recruit that type of player. When I took the job at Clemson, I don't have those kind of players, which is pretty unbelievable for him to say that. He kind of threw both the players, and the coaches under the bus by saying that. Do I think Clemson will make a bowl game? No. Are you watching what I'm watching? First of all, if they lose today, they're not making a bowl game. It's impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but it probably is virtually impossible. A bowl game, they might not win 5. Yeah, it's Peete, CU. It's unbelievable how bad this defense is. Not just the defense, it's the whole team. There are reasons I quit watching and now listen to YouTubers. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's hard to imagine my position. I've got to watch it and be on YouTube. Most people can suffer in silence, you know? It's easier to sit on your couch and suffer in silence than do what I do. But I do it because I love y'all. Dabo giving out staring position. We got to still play. Yeah, Louisville's going to beat the absolute soul out of Clemson. I think Clemson. I'm not even sure they'll beat Florida State, and Florida State's a dumpster fire. We got Florida State next week. They'll probably beat Clemson. Then you got Louisville on the road on Friday night. That's a death sentence right there. That's 2 more. Then you got Furman, and then you got South Carolina in South Carolina. South Carolina's they're a bad team too, but they're also better than Clemson. Yeah, so you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 more losses. It's just bad. It's still early. I get it. It's 7-14. Still a lot of game left. Still the first quarter. But man, it's just a repeat every week of the same shit. Every week. Who was that on? Was that Terrell on him? What was he doing? The fuck are you doing, man? How are you in man coverage and let the receiver just run right by you? And not even attempt to cover him? That was one of the most embarrassing plays I've seen all year. And we've seen a lot. What's up, Jay? My parents were IPTAY members until 2007. I was in the stands every weekend. My wife and I can't watch the games live anymore. We stopped giving, my wife is a graduate from Clemson, and we gave money to them for a few years, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I spend a lot of money every year going to games to support the team. I'm not contributing to IPTAY anymore. Especially when I have a head coach that, tells me I'm ungrateful. All right, well, I'm ungrateful, then I won't give you any more of my fucking money then. How about that? First down and 10, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Oh, he's lucky that wasn't intercepted. Threw it into triple coverage like normal. But that wasn't even a blitz. What was that is right. If you're going to blitz, commit to the blitz. But he didn't even blitz. He took 3 steps and stopped and turned around and looked and watched the guy score a touchdown. It was like there was I don't know what that was. Second down and 10 now. From the 25, Klubnik. He's got time. Dumps it off into the flat. Tackled immediately for no gain by Tristan Smith. Oh my God. I fucking hate Garrett Riley's offense. I hate it with a passion. Football Frank here. Clemson is... What's up, Football Frank? Inside of 5 minutes now, 3rd down and 9. This will probably... Now they'll probably run the ball on 3rd and 9 instead of on 1st and 10 or 2nd and 2 or whatever. They'll probably run it now. No. Klubnik rolls out to his left. He's looking downfield. What are you doing? Get him off the field, bro. Get number 2 off of the fucking field. Put in Vizina. He looks like... Have you ever chased a rabbit before? Now, first of all, rabbit's elusive. That's probably not a very good comparison. But when you chase a rabbit, if you've ever chased a rabbit, they just go every other... Like, they're just back and forth. They don't know where they're going because they have no idea. And that's what he looks like whenever he... the slightest bit of pressure on Klubnik, and he looks like a fucking rabbit. At least Vizina... one of the most impressive things I saw from Vizina a couple weeks ago, which, by the way, that loss had nothing to do with him. He played pretty well in that game. Very well, actually. Didn't even turn the ball over. But when the pocket started to collapse around him, he didn't freak out like a rabbit. He stepped up in the pocket, had his eyes downfield. He's a way more focused passer than Klubnik is. Klubnik gets flustered very easily. You think Dabo has lost a team? Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would have to be in the facility and behind the scenes and know all that. I have no idea, but they don't seem to play like they want to win, so that's not good. You got a bunch of guys that are making millions of dollars on this team. Millions of dollars. And they act like they don't even care about winning. That's the most frustrating part. That's the scariest part, really. 2nd down now for SMU. Yeah, exactly. He looks like a squirrel. You know how when a squirrel runs out in the road and you're driving your car and the squirrel looks up and sees you and it doesn't know what to do? It starts running back and forth and eventually you run the son of a bitch over because it makes a bad decision. Cade Klubnik is a squirrel in the road. That's the best way you could describe it. Yes. A squirrel in the road. 2nd down and 4, big run by Duke across the 50-yard line. Holy shit. Clemson might get fucking blown out today by Duke at home. Here we go again, boys. Tighten up. Buckle up. Mensah throws it to the sideline, back shoulder throw, back shoulder catch, amazing catch, 1st down Duke. I need to start drinking. Yeah. Ah, dang, man. A holding on Duke. Yeah, this is homecoming. Honestly, Pete, we need a complete tear down and rebuild. Well, you're not getting that. Look, what's going to happen is, here's my prediction. We'll see if I'm right. Most of the time when it comes to this kind of thing, I'm pretty close to it. Dabo's going to fire a coordinator or a position coach or two, and that's it. There's not going to be a complete teardown of anything. He's not leaving. He's not getting fired. He's going to fire a couple people like he does every year they have a bad year. And he's going to continue to do what he has been doing for the past 5 years. He might be forced to go in the portal more this year, but just because of the decommits and who knows how many people are transferring out. So he won't have a choice. But his philosophy is not changing. He's already said it. His philosophy is not changing. He says it over and over again. The formula that I've used to win at Clemson has won us a lot of games. So why would I change? That's what he keeps saying. So I don't think he's going to change. I mean, I don't know why anybody would. I believe him when he says he's not. First down and 10. Mensah throws it I don't even know. What happened there? Did the ball get tipped? Must have got tipped. The cameraman didn't see it either. Anyway, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now. It's the same shit over and over as Dabo, not the coordinators. Well, Dabo won 2 national championships. So, but guess who he had as coordinators? Tony Elliott and Brent Venables. So I disagree with you. He hired Garrett Riley, who's an air raid guy. That shit doesn't work. Has anybody ever won a national championship running, or even a playoff game running the air raid? No, they haven't. Well, I guess Garrett Riley won a playoff game, technically, with TCU. What's up, Sir UGAAA? My gambling buddy there. He's almost as big a degenerate as me, or more. Put DJ Oogie Boogie in. Does he still play for somebody? Where's DJ at? I know he got signed. I think he got drafted or signed by the Chargers, I think it was. I'm not sure he's on the team anymore, though. I don't know. Who has money on Vandy? I do, unfortunately. 2nd down and 15. Mensah throws it, caught. And he's going to get about half of that or more. All right, here we go. 3rd down, Duke. And Duke is running the hurry-up offense here, and they got Clemson on their heels. Dabo's getting out-coached by fucking Manny Diaz. 3rd down and 7. Thank you, Joel, for the super chat. Is Vanderbilt okay? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not watching that game. But I guess they're getting their ass whipped. 3rd down and 7. Mensah throws it to the sideline. Back shoulder throw incomplete. What's Manny going to do here? 4th down and 7. He's going to go for it? Well, Manny doesn't give a shit, does he? He's like, has they even punted yet? No. That punter just stays on the sideline. Don't jump off sides. Do not jump off sides. They're going for it on 4th and 7. And they throw it, and it's caught. Duke touchdown incoming. Clemson is horrendous. They are just bad, man. This is just not a good team. All right, from the 21st. Oh, no, I missed the whole play. 2nd down and 7. And they try to run it up the middle. They're going to be stopped there. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Of course, there is no such thing as a field goal or a punt from Duke, so they got 2 more downs. Jay, Google has created a big enemy on this in me. The fuck does that even mean? Clemson's got too many whites. Well, good news. They just got a commit from another white linebacker and another white wide receiver in the past couple of weeks, so that's great. Yeah. 3rd down and 7. Mensah throws it, caught, touchdown. Boy, this is just fucking pitiful, man. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. It's the first quarter, 21-7. My God. It's not just bad, it's really bad. So you went from another billionaire faceless company to another Paul. Yeah, exactly. Looks like Terrell is on the take. The AC, I don't know what, the whole fucking defense is on the take. Well, Disney controls the content, so they call the shots. Google needs, what are you talking? Paul, listen to me. I'm going to say this one more time. Switch to Hulu. It's owned by Disney. You won't have to worry about it anymore, ever. Stadium probably going to be empty soon. Yeah. Probably at halftime, there's people are going to leave and not come back. The only way to send a message to these people is to not show up. And I hate to say that. I mean, I really do. I don't buy into the, you got to support your team no matter what, blah, 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 blah. No, man, people making $11 million a year, I don't feel sorry for them. Not one fucking bit. Not when you got hardworking people who are, can barely buy groceries out here spending $50, $60 on a ticket, $25 on parking, God knows how much on a hotel, $11 for a hot dog. No, I don't feel sorry for you at all. The only way to let them know is by not showing up. Dabo must owe the Mafia a ton of money. You think he's throwing the games? I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think he is throwing the games. That would make more sense, though. 21. I got to duke their points here. Holy shit. Is that the end of the first quarter, too? Joel, what's up? Well, we're about to find out just how grateful fans are for two natties when the team is complete ass now and in the present. If fire Dabo chance might be coming. They might be coming, but he's not getting fired. Cheryl says, I have Hulu, can't watch the game because you have to buy Disney Plus. Can't watch the game because you have to buy Disney Plus ESPN parts. No, my Hulu TV package gives you Disney Plus and ESPN. Disney Plus and ESPN Plus for free. It's all under the same payment. I pay $80 a month. I get Hulu, live TV, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu on demand, all for one price of $80. That's what I got. I've had that for 3 years. Disney makes movies where Lincoln is a trans black woman. What? I don't know. I don't know. I was offered a deal for adding it when I logged in today. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's changed. I don't know. But again, I've had it for 3 years. That's what I've always had. That's actually the reason I chose Hulu over YouTube TV, was because it included all of that under one price. Just become a spokesman for Hulu. No, I'm just tired of listening to Puffer Billy Paul cry about YouTube TV constantly. Just fucking change services. Instead of coming on the air, you can change services. I don't care if you change to Hulu or Fubo or Sling or Fubo or whatever the hell it is. But instead of crying about it constantly, just change services. Nobody wants to hear you complain about what's going on. Just fucking change. It's not that hard. State of the Clemson fans should be interested in, well, yeah. I pay for YouTube TV and now it's worthless to me. Yeah, that's frustrating. I would just change too if I were you. I hate Disney, but they own the college football content, so you have no choice. You do have a choice. Hufferbilly's Tyler from Spartanburg. This may have already been said. Sling offers a one-day pass for $6. Yeah, go do that. I'm sure by this time next week, there'll be a deal done between YouTube and Disney or whatever, but, The radio is free. Yeah. I mean, if you want to listen to the game on the radio, I guess. I mean, rabbit ears are free too. You know, but you just got to get you a TV that can accept rabbit ears. Put some tinfoil on that thing, you know, twist it around a little bit till you get the signal. Remember we used to do that? How many of y'all are old enough to remember that? Rabbit ears. We had the black box too. We didn't even pay for that. You paid like whatever, $70 from the guy on the corner for a black box, but then you didn't pay for cable at all, and you got like 100 channels. Yep, we had one of those. 80s babies, exactly. Yeah, you even got like the Playboy channel on there. Come on, man. How about those huge satellite dishes? Oh yeah, those are funny too. You ever? My neighbor used to have one when I was a kid. He had one of those giant satellite dishes in his backyard, and it's like, damn, bro. He's like, are you watching TV or are you broadcasting to the moon? What are you doing? Blackboard had porn. I don't even know what Blackboard is. The Jim Phillips radio days. All right, here we go. Back. Clemson's got the ball now. 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7. Klubnik still in, of course. Empty backfield, so you know what this is going to be. It's either going to be a Klubnik pass or quarterback draw. I fucking hate this offense, man. I hate it. It's caught for a 1st down by Tristan Smith close to the 50-yard line. I just don't. First down, Tigers. Should have taken Duke money line. I would have, if I wasn't a Clemson fan, I would have taken Duke money line. But I'm not betting against the team I like. That's just, I won't do that. But anybody who was asking my opinion on it, I said bet Duke. 1st down and 10. Another empty back set. And what the fuck was that? Tristan Smith wide open, just standing there like a statue with no Duke defenders around him. And K. Klubnik throws it into the fucking dirt. Second down and 10. Hey, look! Gideon Davidson with a 15-yard run on 2nd down. Where's this guy been all year? Oh, I know where. On the bench. For some reason that nobody can explain to me. The only explanation that somebody can explain to me is Dabo said after the LSU game, they're like, why didn't Gideon Davidson get more play time against LSU? He goes, well, we put him on his one play and he missed a block and that caused a sack on K. Klubnik. So around here, you got to earn playing time. Shut the fuck up. Guess who didn't have to earn playing time? Travis Etienne, one of the best running backs in the history of Clemson football, didn't have to earn playing time, did he? And he sucked at blocking too. Fuck out of here. Clemson doesn't have any good running backs, Pete. That's why. How in the fuck would anybody know if Clemson's got any good running backs if they don't play? That's like going and when you go to buy a car and you go on the car lot, are you going to test drive it? Or are you just going to buy it and say, well, looks like it doesn't run to me? How the fuck do you know if it runs or not if you don't test drive it? I'm getting mad now. You missed that, Pete, and so did Smith. You and Jackpot are going to go to AA. Yeah, me and Jackpot might go to AA together. Second down and 9. Short pass caught. He's off to the races. It's Moore. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my God. They got lucky to fall back on that one there. Holy shit. Who was that fell on it? Who was that fell on it? I couldn't even see. Yeah, hey, look, he can't block, but he can save you a turnover. And they got Adam Randall back in now. Another timeout. Clemson, 2 timeouts. There's still 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Ah, dang. Imagine getting blown out by Duke. What's the score here? 7-0. You might not. Makima, you're probably not going to make the ACC championship game again for the 25th year in a row. You won't win the ACC again this year, so you can suck on that. You might even lose today to SMU. The game's far from over. It's only 7-0. How many picks is Carson Beck going to throw today? 30. Smith, Pete's reaction is more entertaining in the game. I can just feel my blood pressure rising.
That's because I just walked upstairs.
Huh?
Huh?
It's because of you?
I said I just walked upstairs.
And so it's your fault. I can just feel my blood pressure rising. Yeah, Miami's not going to, they're not winning the ACC yet again. This is the best team Miami's had in 25 years, and they're still not going to make it to the ACC championship game. Oh, boy. That's fucking sad. We are making the playoffs. Clemson won't even make a bowl game. You're not making the playoffs, buddy. Sorry. You're going to get beat by Pitt, too. Pete, we used to be good. Key word is used to be. Need to be like this so we can get change, Pete. Need to be 3-9 so things can change. I don't think things are going to change. That's what I was saying earlier. The only way change is really going to happen is if Dabo were to get fired, and he's not. In order for Dabo to get fired, you would have to see Clemson have 2 or 3 seasons in a row like this one. Like, in other words, if next year they look like they look this year, then it's a possibility. A small possibility, but a possibility. But let's say he goes out next year and wins 9 games. He'll be there the year after that. So, yeah. What's up, Sid Irish? What's wrong with Clemson? There's not enough time to everything. Miami is Timu, Georgia. No, Georgia's just won 2 national titles recently. Miami hasn't won anything since before my kids were born. I've got old kids. What's up? Red Hot Chili Papa. Clemson is dog shit of college football. Sorry to dog shit for making them smell worse. All right, 2nd down and 3. From the 11. Klubnik, empty back set, throws a short pass that's caught for about 3 inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, Tigers. Now, anybody with any sensibility at all inside the 5-yard line on first and goal would run the fucking ball. But this is Garrett Riley's offense. I'm not convinced. They might run Klubnik, who's got a bad ankle. Here we go. Who's that in there? Who is that? That's Randall, isn't it? I can't tell. Touchdown to Antonio Williams. He was wide open there. All right. Well, Clemson's back in it, still down by 7 at home to Duke. Pitt is dog shit? What are you talking about? You're joking, right? Pitt's one of the hottest teams in college football right now. So, no, they're not dog shit, and they're probably going to beat you. So get ready for that. 2025 Tigers or Dollar Store 2018 team. I wouldn't even put the 2025 team in the same fucking sentence as the 2018 team. 2018 Clemson Tigers were one of the best football teams of any in all of college football in my entire life, and I'm 45 years old. This team sucks. I'm glad we don't play Pitt. Yeah, we'd lose to Pitt. West Virginia is 2-6. One of those was against Pitt. That's great news. That's great news. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I said that Pitt's one of the hottest teams in college football right now. Back when they lost to West Virginia, they weren't. Then they made a quarterback change, and they're blowing everybody out. If Pittsburgh played West Virginia tomorrow, they'd beat them by 40. Clemson versus Stanford would be a good game. Yeah, actually, it probably would be. I know you're trying to be funny, but that's not. That's true. Narduzzi to Michigan State. Well, you know what? If Michigan State was smart, they probably would hire Pat Narduzzi. He's not really my cup of tea. He's sort of an old school coach, but I mean, he's a good coach. We probably won't stop Furman. Yeah, well, stop anybody from what I can tell. Uh-oh. Hey, Makima, where you at? What happened? What happened? SMU just scored a touchdown? Oh, man, you hate to see it. Oh, fucking Miami's going to lose another game. Season over. Yeah, did Carson Beck throw another interception? Ah, dang. I guess Miami's just going to have to wait another year and not win the ACC. You hate to see it. Damn. Peete is heading to the Duke's Mayo Bowl. No, I'm not going to the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't even like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise and deviled eggs and egg salad. That's it. I mean, because you're supposed to have mayonnaise in that. SMU money line, Penn State cover. Sadly, going to lose Vandy. I'm going to lose the Vanderbilt bet too. How did Notre Dame lose to Miami? That's a good question. No, I think Miami is a decent team. I mean, I think they're good. Defense should just start blitzing every single play now. They should. I mean, they can't cover, so yeah, they should just send the house. You're right. They should just send the house. I mean, Mensa's having a fucking field day back there. Mensa's out there looking like Joe Montana in the 80s. Here we go, from the 25-yard line, 21-14. I forgot to give Clemson their points again. All right, good D there by the Tigers, maybe a yard or two. Second down and 8. Well, Clemson needs to stop bad here. There we go. Now there's the pressure we've been looking for. All right. A loss of 3 on the play there for Duke. Third down and 10 now. Mensa under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Where has this defensive line been the past few weeks? Peter Woods with the pressure. So we're going to see our first punt of the day by Duke. And inside of 9 minutes, Clemson needs to score and tie this thing up. Has Clemson trailed every single home game at halftime this year? I think they have. I think every home game they've trailed at home at halftime. All right, the punt is up. And it's going to be a fair caught at around the 32-yard line by Antonio Williams. This would be huge if Clemson can score here. Get the momentum in their favor here. That was the first defensive series that looked good by Clemson in this whole game so far. Clemson is playing that Georgia sound in their stadium. The dun-dun-dun thing, yeah. They do that all the time. Finally, keep a safety in the middle to prevent crossing play, easy sack. Yeah, it's really been unbelievable that Clemson's, I mean, you got a bunch of stout guys on that defensive line. The fact that they haven't been able to get consistent pressure on some of these quarterbacks has been really mind-boggling to me. And they have flashes like that drive right there. I mean, they had flashes in every game. I mean, even the games they've lost of that, but it's just not consistent enough. It's not, you'll have one good drive, or one good series like that on defense, and then the next series you give up a 70-yard touchdown to a wide open receiver that nobody thought to cover. It's just not consistent. Clemson is waking up. I hope so. They need to win this game. And I mean, it has nothing to do with anything as far as postseason. Well, I guess it does with the bowl game. But they just need to win this game for morale purposes. You haven't beat a Power 4 team at home since early October of 2024. That's just sad. Arch Manning has almost 200 yards passing in the first half. Wow. What's the score? Is Vanderbilt getting blown out? $24-3. Yeah, they are getting blown out. Wow. Let's see what Miami can do here. It's tied 7-7. Miami ball at the 36. Beck under pressure. He's about to fall. No, he keeps his balance. There's a flag down. He's going to throw it away, but what's the flag here? What is the flag? It's against Miami. Holding Miami. I'll probably win this bet unless something drastic happens. I've got SMU plus, what is it? 10.5, I think. Let me see what it is. I forget. I think it's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5. I got SMU plus 10.5. I'm going to probably lose the Vanderbilt bet, plus 3.5. So those will cancel out. And then I got Georgia and Florida over 50. Over 50. Oh boy, Miami's about to fold. Second down to 14 now. All right, back in Clemson. Clemson ball. They need to score here from the 32. Klubnik throws it to the outside, caught by Tristan Smith for a first down and more, up around the 46-yard line. What Miami fans who always types in caps? Oh, the Slim Shady Canes always types in caps. Yeah, he's been doing that for years. I don't know what Slim's at. I think Slim might be working today. He probably is. If he's not working, he'd probably be in here. Second down now for the Tigers. Did he just call his last time out? What's going on here? Is Smith hurt? Oh, no. What's going on with Smith? Is he hurt? That would be devastating. They need him. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Second down and 4. From the SMU 48-yard line. SMU. Duke, I meant. Duke 48-yard line. And Adam Randall's off to the fucking races. Gets a big hole there. And he's going to get a first down and way more. Good run there by Randall. First down Tigers. Come on, they need to score here. First and 10. Klubnik's got all day. Looks downfield, throws it. Oh, man, wide open receiver. Was that Pat Henry? Pat Henry wide open. He fucking missed him. Come on, man. I say wide open. And he was open. He wasn't wide open. He was open. That was just a bad pass by Klubnik right there. That was 6 points, man. You got to hit him right there. He's open. Damn it. It's just shit like that. Second down and 10. Run by Antonio Williams, and they're pushing the pile forward. Damn, he picked up another 5 yards after he got gang tackled. Inside the 20, so it's going to be first and 10 Tigers in the red zone. Pete, your live betting on the site working? Mine is, and I'll try in a minute once the commercial hits. I don't know. I would like, if you're gonna live bet right now, I'd probably live bet Clemson because they've got the momentum and they're probably underdog on live betting. First and 10, and they're gonna pitch it to Randall, and he tries to stay on his feet. He steps out of bounds around the 12, I think. I don't know if he. I don't think he got the first down there. I think he's gonna be like a yard short. That's not OPH's game, but you gotta have that. Oh, Pat Henry? Yeah. Second down and 3. All right. I think they're going to throw it in the end zone here. If I had to guess, I think that's what they're going to do. I would run it here, honestly, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. And they don't. And they do throw it in the end zone, and it's incomplete. I told you. I told you. I called it. I knew it. Flag down, though. Let's see. What do we got in here? We got 182 people. Appreciate y'all, but only 45 likes? Come on, guys. It would be ironic if only game we win is one I can't watch. Maybe I should not watch the South Carolina game. So I have a feeling South Carolina's going to get drubbed. I really do. I mean, here we go. First and goal. And a power run by Randall. Touchdown Tigers. They needed that bad. Let's go. I like seeing that these guys haven't given up. I do like to see that. They're still playing hard. They might not be playing great, but they're playing hard. And honestly, there's not been a lot of games this season where you could really say that. There's been several games this season where they look like they've given up, and I'm glad to see that. It's time to get fucking mad and take control. I agree with you. And there it is, tie game, 20, what a high scoring game this is so far. 21 all. And there's still a lot of time left in the second quarter here. Clemson started out the first half with the ball, so Duke's going to get the ball to start the second half. Clemson really needs a stop here. Well, ideally, Clemson can get a stop here and get the ball back and get some kind of points on the board before halftime because, like I said, Duke gets the ball to start the second half. Over going to hit. I don't even know what the over was. What was the over? 55, I think. Yo, was that you that gave a super chat on the Giants live on Sunday? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, you're talking about on Bad Dog stream? Or was that game on the that might have been on the Entertainers channel. But yeah, that was me. Yeah. Yeah, I know those guys from way back, from when I first came on YouTube. All right. Anyway, back in Dallas, it's still 7-7. Miami's got the ball, 3rd down and 3. This is a big 3rd down for Miami. They might have to punt the ball away if they don't get a first down here. All right, Tigers on defense, 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line for Duke. Mensah in shotgun. Mensah under pressure, sacked, back at the 15-yard line. I don't know what's happened here in these past couple of drives, but Clemson's defensive line has woke up. They weren't getting any pressure at all in the first quarter. I mean, none. And now they are. He almost fumbled that ball. That was about to be a turnover there. Beck throws it, caught for a first down across the 50. Oh, Miami's staying alive here towards the end of the second quarter. 2nd down and 18, Duke at the 17-yard line. Mensah rolls out to his right. Throws it. What? Did he catch that? No, incomplete. I thought he caught that. That was a hell of a pass, though. Into coverage. Look at this pass. That was a really good pass. I mean, he put it right where his guy could get it. He just went right through his hands. And he knows it, too. He's mad. He dropped it. Mensah's a good player. He is. He's a baller. 3rd down and 18. Mensah back to pass, rolls out to his left, under pressure, flicks it, and good defense there by the Tigers. Gets back about to the 20-yard line, and Duke's going to have to punt. So still plenty of time left. Oh, no, what's the flag for? It's against Duke. All right. So Clemson's going to get the ball back with a lot of time here. They got one timeout. There's still almost 5 minutes left. A Clemson score here would be a great before halftime. That's what they need. Amari Adams lives near me. Tennessee's a 2.5-point favorite right now. Who's Tennessee playing again? Not enough beer here for this. There's always enough beer for this. I don't know what you mean by that. Clemson needs points every possession. Yeah, I agree. Oklahoma, that's right. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Everybody's on Tennessee. Everybody I've heard. I haven't heard a single person all week pick Oklahoma. And usually, that's a bad sign. I might take Oklahoma in that. I'm being serious. Now, Oklahoma's got no offense, I understand. But their defense is legit. I'd probably take Oklahoma in that game. I'm being serious. I might actually bet it too. Let's see what it is. You've seen people jumping on OU? I haven't. I don't know where you saw that. I'm going to jump on it, though. Right now. Oh, come on! Number 8's having a big half here, all the way up to the 40, first down Tigers. Let's go. See here, where is it? 3. Yeah, I'm going to take Oklahoma. 1st and 10, Randall again. This time he gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma. I'm gonna buy it to 3.5 though. Yeah, so I got Oklahoma plus 3.5. Yeah, here it is. All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 40. Klubnik throws it, caught by Davidson. 9-yard gain there on the play. Look at Davidson's having himself a day so far. Who would have thought? Peete, Clemson doesn't have anybody any good at running back position. Yeah, okay. Third down and 1. What? Yeah. There we go. That's the first down Tigers at the 48. You told them stop complaining. You still watching. Yeah. Davidson is showing how stupid these coaches were since last year. Yeah, the unfortunate, I'm glad to see he's playing and having a good game, but it's unfortunate. He should have way more experience under his belt coming into this game. He should have had a lot more touches in the first 6 weeks before today. But Klubnik back to pass on 1st and 10. Evades the sack. Well, I say that. Stays on his feet. Somehow he picked up fucking 9 yards out of that, out of nowhere. He looked like Mary Poppins skipping along the sideline. Gator 2 says, I can't get it on TV. Well, that's why I'm here, buddy. I got it. It's on my TV. Even if we don't have running backs, we got tons of good wide receivers. But we do have running backs. That's the frustrating part. is everyone keeps saying we don't have running backs. It's like, well, how would you know that if you don't play them? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And then every single week, it's the same thing out of Dabo Swinney's mouth. Yeah, I wish we would have ran the ball more. Yeah, we probably should do a better job of rotating these guys in, these other running backs, instead of just Adam Randall. Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. We should do that. Well, then fucking do it. Stop talking about you should do it and actually do it. Which they are today. Thanks for the live. YouTube broke my heart today. Yeah, just switch to something else. Easy E will transfer. There's another one. Easy E, Keith Adams. And Keith Adams is a veteran, and he's a good player. The fact that he doesn't get more touches is a crime, honestly. At number 7 ranked Georgia Tech team only favored 4 over a bad NC State. Yeah, I'm betting that. You know what? That might be my biggest bet of the day. Is betting Georgia Tech again. NC State's complete garbage. Dave Doran's garbage. NC State's garbage. That entire college campus is garbage. The city's garbage. The fucking cheerleaders are garbage. Towel Boy sucks. Everything about NC State is absolute garbage. So, yeah, Georgia Tech big. Will Clemson go into the portal? They're going to have to. I don't really think it's a question of will they. I think it's a question of they have to. Because I think you're going to have, well, we're already seeing a bunch of decommits. There's been 3 in the past week in this upcoming recruiting class. Then you have to factor in how many people are going to transfer out after the season's over. So they're not really going to have a choice but to go in the portal. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I had to heat those up a little bit. Yeah.
What are these called again?
Air fried deviled eggs.
Yeah, but what are they? Look at these.
They're air fried deviled eggs.
Look at these deviled eggs. They're encrusted with some sort of breading here. Oh, these look amazing, by the way. Oh my God. Yeah, that's good. 2nd down and 2. First down, Clemson. These are amazing. First down, Clemson. Big run. Big number 8's having a big day today. I got these deviled eggs, and I got, I make spicy Rotel cheese dip every week, but I put something different in it every week. This week, it's sausage, spicy sausage. Yeah, Mrs. Peete coming in clutch for sure today. Yeah, that was her idea. I made the sausage dip, but she made the deviled eggs. Flag down. That's going to be against Duke. NC State coaching staff don't have enough common sense to fuel a piss ants go-kart around a Cheerio. God damn. My sad little bag of Doritos is depressing. Well, the good thing about the cheese dip is it's easy to make. I mean, you just throw it in a crock pot. It's 1st down and 5. Come on! Randall with the big run inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, Tigers. Let's go. Yeah. The Rotel cheese dip is just Velveeta, block cheese. Throw that in a crock pot. I get the extra hot, which is new. The Rotel extra hot can of tomatoes or whatever. Pour that in there. And then brown whatever meat you want and throw that in there. Put it in there for like an hour on high, hour and a half maybe on high. And it's good to go. And it's cheap too. I mean, I don't know, $5 for the meat, $5 for the cheese, and a couple, like $2 maybe, or less than $2 for the rotel. So it's like less than $12. And you can make a whole big pot of it. Now, I'll eat on that all day. That dip, I'll eat on it all the way throughout the day and the night. First down and goal. And they're going to run it with Randall up to the 2. It's going to be second down and goal from about the 2-yard line coming up. Deer cheese dip. Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I put deer meat in it, which was amazing. This week, I've got just regular pork sausage in it, ground sausage. Next week, I'll probably do beef, just a ground beef dip. And then, yeah, just whatever kind of protein. You could put fish in there if you want. Some kind of white fish would probably be good, like snapper or tilapia or whatever. Yeah. Cholesterol much? Well, I don't eat like this every day. I just eat like this during football season on Saturday. So I'm not eating Rotel cheese dip every day. I eat pretty healthily during the week. I don't eat candy. I don't eat sugar. I eat a lot of just protein. I eat a lot of eggs, stuff like that. Do you think that Lucky Charm ran out today at Cal? No. Second down and goal. Come on. Let's score here. Under center, and he pitches the ball, an easy touchdown for Adam Randall. Let's fucking go. See what happens when you run the ball, Clemson? Look, I'll give Dabo Swinney credit. He said they were going to filter in more running backs today. They've done that with Davidson. He said they were going to run the ball more. They've done that today, and look what happens. Here's the result, 28 points. Now, defensively, you got some shit to figure out, but they played well in the past couple drives. But this is the way Clemson should be playing all year. But they've been stubborn and just doing the same thing over and over and over again and not having a good result. And now they change the way they do things, and their offense actually looks competent. And by the way, I know it's Duke, so let's not get crazy here, but Duke has a decent defense. This is not a terrible defensive team. I mean, they've looked much worse offensively, Clemson has, against worse defenses than Duke. Number 9 should have been, yeah, he should have been playing. Him and Keith Adams. For what it's worth, this is the best quarter of both offense and defenses. Yeah, I would agree with that. Probably, yeah, when you look at the totality of the team, offense, defense, special teams, that's probably the best, most cohesive quarter they played as a unit all year. I agree with that. I still want, yeah, I don't like Riley either. I don't care. I just don't like his, it's not even, Clemson could win the rest of their games. That doesn't change my opinion about the style of offense that Garrett Riley runs. I just don't like that style of offense. It's not that I don't like Garrett Riley. I don't like that philosophy at all. I don't care who he is. I just don't like it. You know, so that's not going to change from now until January, for me anyway. I mean, I'm done with the guy. But if he were to win out, or, you know, maybe they lose one more game or something, you know, to Louisville or something, he might hold on to his job. So Riley is just a bad play caller on game days, in my opinion. Yeah, he's definitely a bad play caller in situational downs. Big play there by Duke. Well, I say big, about 11-yard gain. And Clemson's trying to say he fumbled the ball, but it doesn't look like he did. They called him down. First down, Duke. And they've still got 2 timeouts, so there's still plenty of time for them to try to get something on the board before the half here. And they're going to throw it to the right side on 1st and 10, incomplete, no flags. I forgot what I was saying about Riley, but yeah, his situational play calling is really bad. And so, but I just don't like his style of offense. That's not my thing. 2nd down and 10. Mensa throws it, hit immediately. Absolutely fucking wallop there. 3rd down now. He just took a hit. Who would be a replacement for OC if Riley goes? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, the same question came up last year when we, we all went. After week 6, I was done with Wes Goodwin. I was like, this experiment was a disaster. Let's look for a defensive coordinator. And everyone's like, well, who are we going to get? And I didn't really have any idea that Tom Allen would be on that list or would even take the job at Penn State, where he had a great year with a great defense on a playoff team. Like, I didn't even know he was on the table. So when it comes to who would replace Garrett Riley, I think there's a lot of guys out there who are really good play callers and really good coordinators who would love to coach at Clemson, whether they're from the group of 5 or another Power 4 team. 3rd down and 1. Oh, he dropped the interception. Damn. Oh, man, he missing that. Hampton just dropped it. Yeah, I bet. It does seem that Dabo has maybe got in Riley's ear and was like, hey, bro, we need to run the ball more. Like, I'm just telling you that now. But he should have done that 5 weeks ago. That's all I'm saying. I mean, at the end of the day, we know Garrett Riley's the play caller and this is his scheme. But Dabo's the fucking head coach. So at some point, you've got to be like, look, what you're doing is not working. We're going to do something different. You can still call the plays, but we're running more running plays. We're doing more of this. We're doing more of that. I mean, that's what the head coach is there for, to make those decisions. Looks like Duke's defense is bad as ours. Yeah, well. Duke's got a pretty good defense, honestly. They've been better than Clemson's defense all year, pretty much. 4th and 1. They're trying to draw them off sides. It's not working. Thank God. Don't jump off sides. 35 seconds left here. And, it got it. He only needed 1 yard. He got 2. So Duke stays alive here. 30 seconds left. They got 1 timeout left. Is the score on the screen right? No. Oh, almost intercepted. The score on the screen is not right. It's 28-21, Clemson. Just forgot to add it. There. Oh, man, that's the second dropped interception on this drive. First Hampton, now Terrell. 2nd down and 10 for the Dukies at the 46. Mensa. Oh, another. Oh, shit. I think they're going to call an interference on Clemson there. Gave him 15 yards, man. 18 seconds left. Yeah, pass interference, Clemson. They're going to let him get in field goal range here. They're not careful. So free first down for Duke there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 43. They only need about maybe 5 more yards to be in field goal range here. Mensah throws it deep. He's got a guy. Caught. Touchdown, Duke. Holy shit. You got to be shitting me. Well, that was an absolute dime piece by Mensah right there. And again, another blown coverage for Clemson's secondary. 43 yards. Two dropped interceptions on that drive by Clemson, and then they gave up a 43-yard bomb with 18 seconds left in the half. (28-28). The game's. I think the game's already gone over in the first half. Our secondary is too slow. Yeah, our linebackers are slow too. Well, Brown he's not slow, but he can't play the entire position by himself. The rest of our fucking linebackers are slow. JT Brown, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. Here's some beer money for a fellow Clemson fan in Somerville. Go Tigers, bro. Praying for big changes this offseason. I agree with everything you just said, buddy. And I appreciate you. Where's the safety at? Your guess is as good as mine. He wasn't anywhere near the football, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Clemson's going to have to fucking grind it out to win this game in the second half. Look at Dabo. Getting all on his ass. Look at this. Look at him. Look, oh, I haven't seen him this fired up in a long time. Damn. He's giving him a chewing. I would like to hear what he's saying. I really would love to hear what Dabo's saying right there. He acts like a good Christian man, which I think he is, but you know there's some F-bombs in there. Look at him. He's losing his mind. Yeah, it's halftime. That's about as animated as you're going to see Dabo Swinney ever. He was getting in their ass, son. And he needs to. He needs to be getting in Tom Allen's ass, too, while he's at it. And fucking Mike Reed's at the whole secondary coaching staff. Shit. He's saying, look, y'all making me look bad. They're going to fire me. No, he's not. He's not saying that. That would be funny. I mean, you know, somebody on the internet's going to take some AI and dub that into what he's saying, which would be funny if they did, and somebody probably will do that. But y'all making me look bad. They're going to fire me. Dabo needs to wake up. Well, he wait right there, didn't he? Green Street Ute says, don't sass the Utes. I'm not sassing the Utes. Mike Reed's who he needs to get on. Yeah. He's mad, though. All right, guys, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to take a 5-minute pee break, and I'll be right back. Thank you. The best gift for Pete would be a football team that acts like they give a shit. Yes. Oh, I got to turn my phone down. Dropping shit here. Football signed by the team with a big "I'm sorry" on it. Yeah. The football players on social media, they probably come across my videos before. I would probably venture to say that some of the players probably don't like me. And I wouldn't blame them, by the way. Never seen Dabo like that. I've seen him like that before. I'm trying to remember what year it was. You probably got to go back to like 2013 or 14. You remember that time they were going to punt the ball? I can't remember who the punter was at that time. His name is escaping me, but anyway, it was a close game. Clemson was on like their own 40-yard line. Dabo called a punt. They were going to punt the ball away, and for some reason, the punter decided to go rogue and run the ball for no reason. Y'all remember that? And Dabo laid into him the way that he just laid into those defensive players a minute ago. I think he benched him after that. 2014, yeah. You remember what I'm talking about, don't you? Thank you, Joelish, for the super chat. Just realized even bootleg streams of Miami are getting taken down on YouTube because it's on ESPN. Yeah, there's a bunch of those bootleg channels out there. I don't know why. I don't really understand the reason behind doing that. You see this every week. They were just in my chat a minute ago. I had to block them. The game streaming on this channel, and they plug their channel or whatever. You don't make any money off that, number one. And number two, when you do that, they take the channel down. It's a violation. So I don't understand the motive of doing it when A, you're not making any money, and B, you're just going to lose your channel the next day, or not even the next day. I don't really understand the motive behind doing that. Yeah, and then let him down, throw a pass to Christian in the Orange Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, what was the name of that punter? Actually, Dabo caught a lot of shit for that. I remember when it happened, and then the next day it was all over ESPN about Dabo getting in his face, sticking his finger in his face mask, and everyone was like, "Oh, Dabo's a piece of shit. Look at the way he treats his players." But you know what? I don't have a problem if your player goes rogue and doesn't run the play. And we've seen Kay Klubnik do this before too, several times, where he's supposed to hand the ball off, and he keeps the ball instead and runs the ball and he gets sacked. He's done it several times too. Was it Pinion? That might have been. It might have been Pinion. Yeah, I think it was Pinion. Is this the Clemson Duke bootleg working on YouTube? I've seen complaining about it on X. I don't know. I don't watch those bootleg streams. I don't know why anybody would. I guess, I know why they're doing it today is because the YouTube TV it doesn't have ESPN, so these bootleg streams are having a field day with trying to get people to watch, but I don't understand why you do it when you're not making any money off of it. Seems like more of a headache than anything else. Was the 2015 ACC championship game, was that against, was that North Carolina? Was that the North Carolina game? Tisdale, yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was Tisdale. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, North Carolina should have won that game too. Clemson got lucky in that, and of course they ended up winning the ACC, going to the playoffs, and then almost winning the national championship. And only lost by 7 to Alabama. That was a crazy year for Clemson. And Deshaun Watson had an amazing year that year, but he threw like 16 picks. I mean, he had a shit ton of how many? He had like 40 touchdowns, but he had 16 interceptions that season. That might have been Watson's worst season as far as throwing the ball to the other team. But he still went to New York, almost won the Heisman. I think he came in second place. The phantom offsides to make sure Clemson made the playoffs. Yeah, that's right. On the kick. Wasn't it offsides on the onside kick? Let's see what's going on with some of these other games. I don't know how many of you guys use the college football app. It's a great app. The only thing I don't like about it is that a couple of years ago when I downloaded this app, it might have had one commercial on there like every 3 or 4 times you used it. Now every time you open it up, there's 4 commercials on it. And you can't skip them either. You got to watch a fucking 2-minute long commercial. And it's always the same thing. It's always some online game. See that? It's always the same. And they don't make it easy to X out of it either. I can't X out of it. You got to watch 2 minutes of it. Damn, your coach went nuclear on that safety. Yes, he did. He needed to, too. How the hell do I get out of this thing? All right, here we go. Vanderbilt's not dead yet. It's 24-10 in the third. I'm actually going to turn that on. While it's halftime here, let's turn that on. It's the third quarter there. I don't know what channel it's on now. There it is, ABC. Texas has the ball. 24-14 Ohio State over Penn State right now. It's a tie game, West Virginia and Houston in the third. Army's up by 7 over Air Force in the third. Clemson and Duke tied at 28. Baylor all over UCF, 20-3 at halftime. I think Mike Reed's he's the defensive backs coach. I think he coaches the defensive backs and the safeties. Illinois 21-6 over Rutgers at halftime. Close game, North Texas and Navy, 24-17 in the third. Navy's got the ball. And about to score, it looks like. Wow. That would be a huge win for Navy. Navy's got a brutal schedule. They're undefeated right now, aren't they? But they've got a brutal, these last 4 games are brutal. A win over North Texas will be huge for them. Go Navy. Fuck North Texas. Arizona State and Iowa State tied at 10 in the second. That's it. Yeah, I do like this app, though. It's just called the College Football app. It tells you the score. It tells you the down and distance. It tells you they've got graphics on there for where they're at on the field. And some of these apps, no, I'm not getting paid by them. They should though, because I'm always promoting this app. But some of them are very slow to update what's going on in live games. But this one's almost as fast as the TV or faster. Reed is out after this year? No, he's not. What's up, Justin? Yeah, Reed's not getting fired. He's put way too many players in the NFL to get fired. Good players too. That are doing well in the NFL. It's not like they just did well at Clemson. They're doing well in the NFL too. How come Indiana, Vanderbilt, Virginia is better than us? I can't wrap my head around it. Bro, there's my man. Volusia is here. Come on, man. A whole lot of taters in this motherfucker. Look at this guy.
A whole lot of taters in this motherfucker. It's a whole lot of taters in this motherfucker. A lot of teams.
I don't know how many. They're going to have to take some transfers. They're not going to have a choice. There's going to be too many gaps in the roster where they're going to have to. Yahoo Sports app is great for college football updates with TV shows down the distance where you get the feel. It's also good for NFL games, but really lags for baseball. I've never used the Yahoo app before. I guess I'll check it out. Yeah, Texas has the ball 2nd down and 5 here in the red zone. At the 6-yard line. Manning throws it in the end zone, caught, touchdown, Texas. Yeah, he's wide open too. Vanderbilt's playing that Clemson defense right now. Vanderbilt lays an egg when I bet. Yeah, I bet on them too. If Vanderbilt loses this game, that's going to really, they probably won't make the SEC championship game. Texas has better athletes. They're showing up today. Yeah, but they've had a lot of better athletes in a lot of games they've lost or not looked good in. Brad Crawford is the audio of Dabo's rant. If you want to listen, seems like Hannafin tried to talk back. Where did he post that at? Did he post it on Twitter? All right, here's the start of the third quarter coming up here. Duke's going to have the ball here. First down and 10, Duke from the 25. And they're going to run it on first down, and he fucking breaks away. Well, come on, man. All the way up to the 40-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain on first down for the Dukies. Damn it. I can tell this is going to be a frustrating second half already. I can already tell. Another run on first down for about 7. Here we go. Here we go. People always talk about, well, Adam Randall's a wide receiver. They put him at running back. Well, you know what? He's played pretty well at running back. Hannafin was a wide receiver. They put him at safety. He's fucking terrible. Second down. There's a flag down here. Throws it away. This should be a holding, I think, against Duke. Should be. And it is. Yeah, it was holding all right. He tackled him. Yeah. He actually probably saved a sack there. I don't know. It might have been a better to take the penalty there. 2nd down and 14. Mensah throws it. Ball's batted up. Oh, I thought it was going to be intercepted. No go. Oh, I thought it got batted. He got sacked. He never let go of the ball. The cameraman fooled me on that one. The cameraman, look. No, it was batted up. Oh, he caught his own pass. That's why I missed. The cameraman missed it, so I missed it. But yeah, he caught his own pass and then got sacked. 3rd down and 24. From the 26. Mensah hands the ball off. He's got room to run. Somebody's going to fucking tackle this guy. He gets all the way up to about the 38 or 39. It's still going to be 4th down, and they're going to have to punt here. All right, good opening series by Clemson's defense there. They're getting pressure on him now. That's a good sign. I think this is the only 2nd time we've seen the Duke punter out so far in this game. Oh! Blocked! Blocked! Clemson gets it at the 50. No flags. I was looking for a running into the kicker flag, but there was no flag called there. That's the first block punt for Clemson this season. Let's go. Come on, man. Yeah, well, I don't know what. Yeah, he didn't even touch him. I thought he hit him in real time, but he didn't even touch the punter. All right, let's go. Special teams for Clemson has been very disappointing this year. That's the best play they've had all year, right there. Touchdown SMU to take the lead. I got SMU plus 10.5, so my bet's looking good. Where's Makima at? Makima was in here when Clemson was losing, telling us how bad they are. They're about to lose to fucking SMU and not make the ACC championship again, like they haven't for the last 25 years. I just missed that play. Was that Davidson? Davidson loses 4 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 14 now for the Tigers. They're rowing the boat. They're going backwards. Klubnik dumps it off to Randall. Randall's got room to run, and he kind of stumbles around a little bit. I think he might have got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more there, but Klubnik is clearly hurt. Klubnik is limping around now. The Klubnik has not played bad today, but I would rather have a fully healthy quarterback than a crippled Klubnik to finish this game out. If he can't move the way he should, that's not good. 3rd down and 8. Klubnik throws it, caught by Antonio Williams. He's going to be taken down 3 yards short of the 1st down marker, though. And I think you go for it here. You're in Duke territory. You got to go for it here. They're not going to run the ball here. They should run the ball here. They're not going to, though. I can go ahead and tell you that. I would be absolutely shocked if they ran the ball here. And they don't. And he throws it to Tristan Smith. He's got the 1st down and more. Makes a couple guys miss. All right. I don't hate that. I would have rather them ran the ball, but I don't hate that. At least he threw it to the 1st down marker and not 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So I don't hate it. And it worked. I really like number 3, man. I like number 3. He's a baller. 1st down and 10. Got Adam Randall in at running back. Klubnik fakes it to Randall. Caught at the 20. First down Tigers. Antonio Williams with the reception in the red zone, baby. Let's go. That was a dart by Klubnik right there. He's had some problems with those kind of passes. And actually, it wasn't the perfect pass. Williams had to reach out a little bit for it. But that's been a big problem for Klubnik this year is those short passes, like those little slant routes. He hasn't been very accurate with them. So from the 20, Klubnik throws it. Caught by Williams again inside the 10. And he makes a move. Oh, he almost gets in down at the 2-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Clemson from the 2. Do not throw the fucking ball here. You know what I would do here? We haven't seen a 2-back set all year, not once. Bring in number 9 and number 8. Put 2 backs in the backfield and let that defense figure out where that ball is going. They won't do that, though. Antonio Williams comes out. And they're going to, who do they got in there? Oh, no, who is that? Direct snap to Randall. Is that what that was? Touchdown, Clemson. No, it's Peter Woods. I thought it was Randall. They brought the jumbo package and it worked. Peter Woods with the touchdown. Let's go. Who said that? Michael said, well, at least we won't see the quarterback run. Yeah, you know what? Him having one leg might be a blessing in disguise because if Klubnik wasn't hurt, they probably would have ran a quarterback draw right there. You know what? You're not lying. Might be a blessing. And the extra point is good. Tigers take the 34-28 lead to start the second half. Let's go. My score prediction before the game started was Clemson, what did I say? I said 28-27. Both teams have already scored more than that. We still got a long way to go here in the third. Running behind Jacobs. Yeah, that's a hell of a package there. You got Woods behind Jacobs. All right, this game's getting out of hand. I'm about to turn the Miami game back on this TV here. Vanderbilt's down by 21 points. Vanderbilt's looking like Vanderbilt all of a sudden. They haven't looked like Vanderbilt all year, but they're looking like Vanderbilt today. The hurt ankle has kept Cade in the pocket. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, it might be a blessing that he's hobbled a little bit. Forcing him to stay in the pocket, not running the quarterback draw 15 times a game. Yeah. Who needs running backs? Hand it to the defensive lineman. The only thing look, if it works, it works. And obviously if they score, it looks good. The only thing I don't like about that is that when he comes in the game, everybody in the stadium and on the field knows where the ball's going. There's no dispute. So, stopping him is a whole nother issue. But I don't like the defense knowing where the ball's going. You know what I mean? That's a disadvantage for the offense when the defense knows where the ball's going. Touchdown, Miami. So we got a back and forth going on here in Dallas. SMU took the lead. Now Miami's got the lead again. We're about to make it 17-14 following the extra point here. It looks like this game's probably going to come down to the end if I had to guess. Well, first of all, let's see if he makes the extra point. And he does. So it's 17-14 Canes over the Stangs. Have we seen TJ Moore since he fumbled? No, actually, that's a good point. No, we haven't. No. Which, I don't know. He's still one of the better players on the team. right, Clemson needs to keep this momentum up. We need a stop here or a turnover or something on defense. Cade apparently does not like Moore. Bring Vizina in to throw the ball deep shot to Moore. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, Cade doesn't throw to Moore. Cade's favorite target was Wesco for good reason, because I think Wesco is the best player on the entire offense before he got hurt. So, but you're right, though. He doesn't throw to Moore much. All right, here we go. Clemson kicks the ball off 35. What did I say? 34. It's 35. I don't know what I'm doing here. Good return by Duke. He's got room to run. He's going to fucking get a touchdown. He's off. Ah, damn it. I was just praising the damn special teams on that last punt play, and then they just give up a fucking 95-yard touchdown. No. Every team we play has faster players than we do. Every team. From LSU to Troy to fucking every team. SMU. Look at this. That was never even in question. $70 points scored in this game, and there's still 8 minutes left in the third quarter. There's going to be over 100 points scored in this game. Who's that Duke? There's an injured Duke player, linebacker, it looks like. Needs help off the field there. Extra point away from a tie game here in Death Valley. And the kick is good, 35-35. They just don't want to win this game. This is Georgia, Ole Miss, Part 2. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my God. Look at that. Duke's fourth touchdown of over 20 yards today. Now, obviously, that was a special teams touchdown, but still. The problem is, once you get past the first level of Clemson's defense, there's nobody that can catch you. If you've got a speedster, once you get past the first level, Clemson's linebackers are slow and their defensive backs are slow. So you're screwed. The defensive line has to be the team that stops you at the line. Otherwise, they're going to get big chunk plays every fucking time. It's been that way all year. Touchback. Let's see what Clemson can, if they can answer here. Clemson's defense is trash. Yes, it is. At this rate, it's going to be another Texas A&M versus LSU. Oh, don't say that. Chopped. Don't say that. I can't handle an 8 overtime game. I might actually die. I might be one of the first YouTubers to actually die on stream. I'm spilling shit now, too. All right, let's see if SMU can answer here. So they're down by a field goal. They've got the ball second down. 1st and 10 Tigers from the 25. Klubnik throws a quick pass, and it's caught across the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Who was that? Was that a Tyler Brown sighting? I forgot Tyler Brown still played for the team. They don't never throw the fucking ball to him at all. A miracle. 2nd down and 4. Klubnik throws a quick pass. Again, back to Brown. Back-to-back passes. Back-to-back catches and a first down. Let's go. Do you think it's talent not reaching expectations or coaching? I think it's coaching. I mean, it's probably a combination of the two, but I'm always going to blame the coaches. If the players aren't playing hard, that's the coach's fault. Because if I'm a coach and I see a player's not playing hard, they're not playing. The backup's going in. I mean, paying a guy $2 million a year to not try is not optional, in my opinion. But it seems to be optional for Clemson. Gideon Davidson with another catch there, and he picks up about 7. Got another injured Duke player. Who's that? That's not good. He's grabbing his arm. He's grabbing his forearm. He might have dislocated his shoulder or something. He's in pain, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Hate to see that. He's in some real pain right now. That ain't no fake injury. So they cut to a injury timeout there. Charmin Ultra Soft, Kleenex Soft, Pillow Soft. You talking about Miami? I agree. Miami is soft. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look good. Is this a Big 12 game? It looks like it, doesn't it? Clemson takes 6 minutes to score. Duke takes 6 seconds. Yeah. That's been the story all year, though, hasn't it? Everything is the coach's fault. Players don't play hard. It's the coach's fault. Bad play, coach's fault. I don't know if you're being serious or if you're mocking me. Duke offense going to be well rested. Duke about to drop 50 on Dabo. Yeah, probably. But so Clemson's going to have to. Well, Dabo doesn't coach defense, but Clemson might have to score 55 to win this thing. Vandy's letting us all down today. Yeah, they let me down. Stupid me, I bought into Vanderbilt. Yeah, they're going to have to gum it out. They don't really have a choice, do they? Worst defense Clemson's had in decades. Well, yeah. Yeah, since 2010. And what happened after the 2010 season? I picked Texas to win. Well, I guess you're smarter than me, which isn't very hard to do. Tom Allen is not the answer. I don't really blame it on Tom Allen. I mean, he inherited all of the same position coaches that Wes Goodwin had and all the same players that Wes Goodwin had. I guess you got to give Tom Allen a chance to get his coaches and his players in there to run whatever kind of defense he wants to run. But this team is regressing, and that's the biggest sign of a cis gong problem. What's up, Eric? We'll be interested to see who replaces Tom, the tool man. Well, Tom Allen's not getting fired. Not this year. Dabo's not getting fired, and neither is Tom Allen. Garrett Riley might. He might. Mike Reed's not getting fired. I don't see a whole lot of firing going on. I think the only one that's in real jeopardy of getting fired this offseason is going to be Garrett Riley. Maybe. What's his face? Shit, I'm drawing a blank now. Defensive line coach. But probably not. Dabo didn't make Allen make any defensive assistant changes. That's bizarre. Probably the other way around. I wouldn't be surprised if Dabo didn't allow Allen to make any defensive changes. with the staff. Those are Dabo's guys. They're all Clemson players. I mean, the whole defense is, the coaching staff is former Clemson players. 1st and 10. Nick Easton's former Clemson player. Ben Boulware, former Clemson player. Mike Reed, former Clemson player. I mean, that's all 3 main levels right there. Riley's the best coach at Clemson. He's held back by Dabo. That's fake news. Flag down on the play here. See who this is against, and it's going to be against Clemson. False start. So they're starting this drive behind the chains already. First and 15 now. All right, so they're at the 43 of SMU. Davidson gets another touch. Let's fucking go. He gets about 7. 2nd down coming up. Cole Turner sighting. Cole Turner, holy shit. Please tell me this is, he's been on the team for 15 years. This has got to be his last year. 2nd down and 9. Klubnik steps up in the pocket. He can't run. His ankle, he just tripped over his own ankle. He can't run. He got a couple yards there, I guess, but 3rd down coming up. Yeah, Cole Turner's still in college. I think he's like 30. He's got 3 kids, a wife, and a mortgage, and he's still somehow playing for Clemson. Third down and 6. They're in field goal range. And they give it to Davidson, and he fights. You got to go for it here. He's going to be a yard short, maybe a yard and a half. You got to go for it here. But the problem is they're going to go for it, and they're going to fucking throw it. I know they're going to. It's going to be a bubble screen. If they run Cade Klubnik here and don't get it, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm going to lose my mind if they run Cade Klubnik here. 4th and 2. I'm not even looking at the chat because I don't want to know what's about to happen. 4th and 2. We're going to call a timeout? Clemson timeout. Come on, Dabo, what are you doing, man? Run the fucking play. I mean, hurry up and run the play. You got the defense on their heels. Now you call a timeout. And I know what's going on. If they go for it here, they're over there trying to draw up some fucking stupid play instead of just taking it to Duke. Run it up the middle, and look, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But don't do some stupid shit here and turn the ball over. That's what really scares me, is not just not getting the 1st down, but they're going to do some dumb shit and turn the ball over. And then SMU runs it back for a touchdown. I'm telling you, I've seen this script before. The play came in late. That's a problem. College is now semi-pro football. It's a different game. Dabo doesn't understand that for some reason. Yeah, well, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Watching offsides here. You mean a false start? Oh, offsides would be great. Get a 1st down for that. Cade up the middle is coming. Don't tell me that. If that happens, I'm going to lose my mind, especially if he doesn't get it. But that does seem about what they would do right now. I would give it to Adam Randall. Or you know what I might actually do? Imagine this. Hold on now. Stop the presses. How about bring in Keith Adams Jr. and let him bounce one to the outside? Somebody with some speed that can bounce to the outside. Randall's good between the tackles, especially if he has a hole to run through, but he's not bouncing anywhere, except for a bouncy house at an 8-year-old birthday party. Jumbo package? No, please don't do that either. I hope they don't do that either. It's either going to be a Cade Klubnik run when he's got one leg, or they're going to throw a bubble screen or a quick slant pass. That's the 3 plays they run on every 4th down. That's what they do. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? Big game for you today coming up. Florida at 3:30, about an hour away from kickoff there at the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Vizina's coming in to run the ball. Well, y'all killing me, man. Because you know what? That wouldn't surprise me if they did do that. Yeah, I can see him on the sideline. Well, you know what it is. It's 4th down. We got to run the quarterback, right? Well, Klubnik's only got a good leg. Well, let's bring Vizina in then. Run the quarterback no matter what. All right, here we go. Empty back set. Here we go. Here we fucking go. 4th down and 2. No running backs in the game. It worked. What I told you, though, I told you one of 3 plays. Quick slant, which is what they just did, or quarterback run, or a bubble screen. Quick slant, and it worked. But that's the 3 plays they run on 4th down. They don't have any other plays. That's what they do. It's unbelievable how predictable they are. 1st and 10. There we go. Come on, let's go, number 9. Number 9's getting a lot of touches today, and he's playing well. It only took Clemson going 3 and 4 before they decided to start running the ball. Second down and 4. From the 13-yard line. 12-yard line. Klubnik throws it, caught inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. Antonio Williams, another big catch. Williams is having a hell of a day today. See, I don't hate that call there. I like that. All right, here we go now. This is where shit gets weird inside the 5-yard line for Clemson. I'd almost rather be at the 10 than the 4. I'm not going to even lie to you. Look at this formation. Klubnik throws it to the tight end, incomplete. They're not going to run the ball here. They're going to throw the ball 3 times. I can already tell. That was the run down, man. 1st and goal from the 3. You got to run the fucking ball there. Why are you throwing it? I just don't understand why you do this. I just don't understand. That was your run down, man. Now they run it. And lost a yard. A pitch to Davidson to the outside. I'm glad number 9's playing, but where's Randall at? This is where you need Randall inside the 5-yard line. He's the bruiser. I mean, he's your big back. Third and goal now from the 4. Lost a yard on the last play. Davidson's still in it back. Got trips up top, and that's where he's going to. That's where he's looking. And he throws it in the back of the end. What the fuck? Antonio Williams is wide open. Another bad play by Klubnik. You had zero wide open in the end zone, and you just threw it fucking 5 yards over his head. Sailed it. He's open. God damn it. They're going to kick a field goal here. I told you, I was not lying when I said I'd rather them be at the 10-yard line than inside the 5. Every time they get inside the 5-yard line, they do stupid shit. They have a better chance of scoring from the 12 than they do from the 2. I'm not even kidding. 38-35. It's gonna be, is that the end of the third quarter? No, it's 14 seconds left. Yeah, field goals won't cut it in this game. You're right. Dabo he's fired up today. Look at him. Where was this? I wish he would have been this fired up the first 6 weeks. I don't even know what he's mad about. He's mad about something. All right, here's the kickoff here. We still got a close game in Dallas, 17-14, Miami over SMU. And another touchback. So here we go. Clemson needs a stop here. They really need a turnover. That's what they need. Yeah, exactly. Eric, yeah, you read my mind. Only 73 points scored and counting. It might go close to 100. I wouldn't be surprised if it went close to 100. 3 times at the Duke 3-yard line and couldn't get anything but a loss of 1 yard. Yeah. I really question the personnel decisions on certain game situations. Like, I'm glad number 9's playing, but Adam Randall should have ran the ball 3 times from the 3-yard line. He'll get in there. I mean, he averages 5 yards a carry on the season or something. I mean, he'll get 3 yards and 3 carries, but no, you throw it twice, run it with Davidson once, and then kick a field goal. It's just, that's the end of the third quarter. I don't get it. Miami has a lot of talent, but poor coaching. Mario is overrated. Well, Mario might be the worst in-game situational play caller. Well, not play caller, but deciding what to do. Like, they should have beat Louisville. The end of that game was just, if I was a Miami fan, I'd be pulling my hair out. He does it every year. Every game, really. Who is Pendergrass to be getting a target in a situation of that magnitude? Yeah. Well. Second down, SMU. There's 2 minutes left in the third quarter in Dallas. I hope Mrs. Peete turned that crock pot off. She better not burn my cheese dip. Scott Kerr, thank you for the super chat, bud. The Blue Devils are Satanists. They're killing a goat a quarter. I mean, I guess technically they are Satanists if they're Blue Devils. The only thing less scary than a red devil is a blue devil. Can the rest of the points be scored by Clemson? No. No, I'm going to go ahead and say no on that. I mean, I hope, but realistically, I'm going to have to say no on that. The damn Duke boys. All right, first down, SMU. Wow, look at this. SMU's probably about to, at least they're in field goal range. They're either going to probably tie it up here or take the lead. A little over a minute left in the third there. Second down and 8. Rhett Lashley looks like he's like 12 years old, doesn't he? How old is he? Second down and 8, and they're going to run it and get 2. How old is Rhett Lashley? He looks like he's a teenager. Is anybody 42? Yeah, he definitely doesn't look 42. Third down and 7. It's a big down here. If they can get 3 or 4 yards here, they'll probably go for it. If not, they'll just kick the field goal and go for the tie, to tie it up. Jennings, looking, incomplete. And the receiver's mad. He wants a flag there. No flag. So it looks like the field goal unit's going to come out. All right, second down and 4 for Duke from their own 31-yard line. And another run. Somebody fucking tackle him! 3 guys got a hand on him, and he got another 4 yards afterwards. Ah, damn, man. No clock management problem since we're playing at Clemson, yeah. And they run it again. This time Clemson stops them. Got maybe a yard. Second down and 9. No, they're going to say second and 10. It's a long 9. That's what I say. That's what she said. Second down and 10. Mensah throws it across the middle, caught, of course, for another first down, of course. Here we go, death by 1,000 cuts. What's that receiver's name, Bukaki? What the hell? That man's name, Bukaki. Just got absolutely housed by a white receiver. First and 10. In Clemson territory at the 48. Mensah got all freaking day, and he's got a wide open receiver again. Here we go. I should have went to the liquor store. Beer ain't gonna cut it. And they run it for 4 yards on first down. And they're running the hurry-up offense here, killing. Who's got more white players, Clemson or Duke? I can't tell. Second down and 6. Tie game in Dallas, 17-17. Second and 6, Duke at the 27. Mensah rolls out to his right, still looking downfield. Throws it, just throws it away. Good, smart move there by Mensah. Third down and 6 now. Well, they need to stop him here. First down would be devastating for the Tigers. Duke basketball. This is who Clemson is. Yeah, this is who they are. Yeah, and it's painful. I can tell you. It is painful to watch. Here it is. Mensah throws it. First down. God damn, man. They're about to score a touchdown here. That was your chance to hold them to a field goal right there. First and 10. In the red zone, Mensah. I don't know what that was. Incomplete, but I don't know why he threw that ball. That's one of the first bad decisions we've seen Mensah make today. I don't know why he threw that there. He was covered. That was a bad decision. He's lucky it wasn't intercepted. Second down and 10. Quick little bubble screen pass, caught, and he loses a yard. All right, let's go. Third down now. Yeah, this might be the worst cameraman I've ever seen in my life. Every play, he has no idea where the fucking ball is at all. Every play. If the ball's down at the bottom of the screen, he points at the camera at the top of the screen. If they run the ball, he pans down the field like he's throwing a pass. This guy has no idea what he's doing. He must be fucking drunk or something. Third down and 11, trick play, flea flicker, incomplete. Boy, looking like Clemson. That looks like a Garrett Riley play right there. I don't know why you would do that if you're Duke, man. You don't need to do trick plays to get yards on Clemson's defense. Why would you do that? That was dumb as hell. That was real dumb. Only Dabo can do a Dabo play. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we go. Did he miss it? Oh, he got it. I thought he missed it left. Tie game. Here we go. It's just back and forth now. 38-38. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in this Big 12 game here that we're watching. Defense is optional in this game. Is he drinking during the game? Get the cameraman for a DUI. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the regular camera guy called in sick and they just pulled somebody in off the street from the tailgate or what. But yeah, he's bad. Second down and 8. Maybe it's because of the government shutdown. That's what they blame everything on. Hey, we can't get good pictures of this comet that's about to slam into Earth. Why? Government shutdown. The cameraman sucks at the Clemson Duke game. Why? Government shutdown. Second down and 8. You know, it rained today in Louisiana. Why? Government shutdown. You need a bourbon for this one? I can't watch my Disney channels because of their dispute. I'm listening to you. Well, I'm glad I could be here for you. I'm here for you every week, whether you have Disney or not. I can't believe how badly they misevaluated the talent in the secondary. Not just the secondary, it's really the majority of the defense. But yeah, I agree with you. These end game interviews with the coach when the game's still going on, I'm not a fan of it. First of all, I think it's unnecessary and pointless. I mean, sticking a microphone in a coach's face while the game's going on, he's not going to tell you anything. So what's the point of doing it in the first place? To me, it just seems like I don't know why they do it at all. The coach doesn't want to talk to you. The fans don't want to hear him talk either. He's not going to tell you anything. So why do it? They didn't start doing that till what? I think last year was the first year they started doing that. Third down and 1 for Miami. What talent in the secondary? Yeah, well. There we go. Miami runs it up the middle for about 2 yards, the first down. Keep the drive alive here. 2-yard carry by Brown. I have a feeling this Miami game is going to come down to whoever has the ball last type situation. Maybe it might be the same thing in Clemson. Whoever gets the ball last wins. All right, here we go. Adam Randall back to receive the kick, which I hate to be complaining about everything Clemson, but I don't really like Adam Randall returning kicks. I don't really get it at all. I get Antonio Williams. That makes more sense. You know who I'd put back there to return kicks? Tristan Smith. He can make guys miss. Randall's just a straight up and down runner. I mean, it really makes zero sense for him to be returning kicks. I don't get that at all. First down, Miami. Carson Beck's going to do the quarterback keeper. Good run there by Beck. Got about 8 or 9 yards on first down. All right, here we go. Clemson 1st and 10 at the 25. Quick pass to Moore. He's off to the races. Go, go, go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. 20, 10, touchdown Tigers. Let's fucking go. Who was talking about that earlier? Where's my man that was talking about him? There he is. There he is. How about that? How about that?
DeAndre Johnson. Oh, how about that? Oh, how about that?
Yeah, how about that? Quick score on first down there. This game is going to go over 100 points. Extra point is good. 45-38 Tigers. There we go, baby. Yeah, that was you talking about TJ Moore. There you go. There he is. You was like, where's TJ Moore at? Well, there he is in the end zone. About to put those Blue Devils in a casket.
Casket!
Hold on, I got somebody. Hold on, I got to run downstairs real quick. I'm sorry. All right, how about that? How about that? Lyman had a great block. That's the only play they use to get him the ball. You aren't grabbing a shotgun, are? No, I'm not grabbing a shotgun. No. You're calling the game better than ESPN. Thank you. Well, that's not hard to do because usually calling the game on ESPN is absolute garbage. So, I'm not great. They just suck. That's pretty much how that goes. All right, 1st down and 10. I would like to say I feel comfortable now with this lead here, but there's still 10 minutes left in this game, and we haven't been able to stop them. And Mintz is an absolute baller. 1st down and 10 and they got good field position here too from the 38. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A loss of a yard on the run. Peter Wood's an absolute beast today. YouTube TV and Disney will get it together pretty soon. Yeah, I would imagine they will. Well, first of all, there's probably been a mass cancellation for YouTube. The YouTube TV is going to be the one that caves, not Disney. YouTube needs Disney more than the other way around because Disney, Disney owns Hulu and Fubo. So they're not hurting. YouTube TV is the ones getting hammered in this one. What they'll probably do is come to an agreement and then raise your rates. 2nd down and 10. Mensah's going to keep it, and he just slides. That was the weirdest looking slide ever. He looked like me trying to slide. He just fell down. That was a weird slide there. That wasn't a slide. He just fell. Yeah, I ain't going to go out like Kurt. Nah. I'm not suicidal. I'm down bad, but I ain't down that bad. 3rd down and 8. From the 40. Mensah, under pressure, rolls out to his right. Come on, there we go. He just has to throw it away. Good pressure there by Clemson's defense. They're getting pressure on him. That's the one thing about Mensah is he's really good at escaping pressure. So it's hard to get him actually down. It's hard to sack him. But if you can make him uncomfortable, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's a smart quarterback. He doesn't put himself in a lot of bad situations where he throws bad interceptions. 4th down and 8, they're going to have to punt now. Clemson needs a score here. We need to score here. Fair catch called for by Williams at the 25. How much time is left? There's 8 minutes and 18 seconds left. Dabo done. No, he's not. I don't know what you mean by that, but he's not. If by done you mean he's just not going to win anymore, maybe, but he's not done. He's not getting fired or quitting. So that's the opposite of done. If we go up 14, then I might be able to relax. Yeah, well, I don't know if relaxing would be the right word, but that would be ideal. Yeah, still a lot of time. Clemson ball knowers think Moore should transfer. After that play, I'm laughing. Why would they want one of the best players on the offense to transfer? What? No. The 2 biggest threats on the offense are Wesco and Moore and Williams. But, yeah, I mean, run the ball on the clock. Yes, I'm with you. Mr. Popples, I'm with you there, buddy. But don't look now. But it doesn't matter if they're up and the clock is a situation that you should use to your advantage when you're up at home. But don't look now. This is still a Garrett Riley run offense. Our other Peter is limp. You're my favorite Pete, so don't feel down bad. I appreciate that. can't be too conservative. No, I say be conservative. Run the ball. First of all, they're doing well running the ball. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. At this point in the game, you should be focusing on running the ball and chewing as much clock as you can. But again, this is Clemson, Garrett Riley offense, so they probably won't do that. What's up, Football Frank? Yeah, what's up? Football Frank. All right, here we go. 2 receptions, 92 yards. Yeah. He was on a milk carton for the majority of the game, wasn't he? All right. From the 15-yard line. Klubnik throws it at Williams, caught. Williams got room to run, makes a couple guys miss across the 30 to the 34, first down Clemson. I'm not mad at little short passes like that in this situation, but I would like to see him run the ball. I don't know. I don't trust Klubnik, man. I don't trust Klubnik in close games, especially late in the game. He tries to do too much, you know what I mean? He's played well today, though. I'm not mad at him. There we go. Let's go. Pass to Gideon Davidson. Davidson's having a career day. Imagine that. When he actually put him on the field, he knows how to play. But he's been sitting on the bench all year for absolutely no fucking reason at all. Let's go, number 9. It's funny how before the game, Dabo was talking about Duke runs to set up the pass. I thought, well, imagine that. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Why aren't you doing that? Yeah. First down and 10. And they give it to Davidson again. Was that Davidson? I couldn't even see. Or is that Randall? Randall. No, it is Davidson. Second down and 6. Let's go. That's a big boy right there. Jacob, 6'7", 355. Holy shit, that's a monster of a human being. Second down and 6. Klubnik throws it to the sideline, overthrows it right over his head, intended for Tristan Smith. He would have caught that too if the pass was worth shit. When Klubnik misses, it's always high. Almost always. He either overthrows it if they're running, or if it's a jump thing, he throws it over their head, throws it high. I hate the Mexico Dodgers. What? Who's winning Game 7 of the World Series? Well, I picked, before the World Series even started, I picked the Dodgers in 7, so I got to stick with that. Antonio Williams catches the short pass behind the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. Again, they're not even trying to fucking run the ball. Here we go. Here we go. Garrett Riley is allergic to running the football. That's all there is to it. Abandon the run, just like I said. What's up, LW? They won't run the ball. I told you they won't run it. And then I'm telling you, after the game is over, if Clemson were, let's say Clemson loses this game somehow. After the game, on Sunday and on Tuesday, Dabo's going to be in there going, oh, I really wish we would have ran the ball more at the end of the game there. We should have ran the ball. We should have ran the ball. They do it. He says it every week. Every week. Fuck. And flag against Clemson. Here we go. They got a punt. I hate this offense. I don't hate the players on the offense. I love the players. I love Randall. I love Davidson. I love Williams. I love Moore. I love Wesco. I just don't like the philosophy at all. All right, there we go. Pin them inside the 5-yard line. There's another special teams play by Clemson. There we go. We needed that. I just don't like the philosophy of the play calling. Y'all think the players avoid the shower when Tom walks in? What? He wasn't on. He wasn't on Penn State when that happened. Pete, take the over, Georgia. I already did it. I told you that. I put $50 on the over in the Georgia game. That was the first bet I made of the week for the football. That was one of my picks on the Lunch Money Show. I think Georgia will probably score 40 on their own. So all I need is for Florida to score more than 10 to win the bet. Let's go Louisville. This game isn't going to be easy. No, but I think you're going to win. I think Louisville wins. Every lead, we go back into shells. Yeah, I'm not. Clemson's up by 7. I'm not comfortable at all right now. Not at all. There's still a lot of time left. Gator, the entire country of Canada makes Cali look like a red state. Don't kid yourself. That might have been the only thing you've ever said that I kind of agree with you on. Yeah. That might have been the only semi-intelligent thing you've ever said. Ever. At least on my channel. I don't know. I don't know what you say other places. You might be right, but California sucks. My sister lives in California. It's a great state. It's probably the prettiest state in the country. But yeah, it's a mess. If it weren't such a mess, I would actually consider moving there. But it is a mess. These commercial breaks are ridiculous. I feel like it's been a 20-minute commercial break for both of these games here. Vanderbilt is down by 10 with 4 minutes left. They're trying real hard. Miami's up by 3 here, and they've got the ball. A touchdown would probably end it. If Miami can score a touchdown here, that'll probably end it. SMU needs to stop bad here. 6 minutes left in that game. We just need to run the ball. Yes. All right, here we go. Mensah throws it. I don't know what happened there. Incomplete, I guess. 2nd down and 10. I should have been muting the game and listening to your stream every week. Thank you. Well, thank you. 2nd down and 10 now. All right, I can't sit down anymore. I got to stand up for this. It's coming down to the end. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left. 2nd down, SMU. I keep saying SMU. Duke at the 6-yard line. Mensah back in the end zone under pressure. Throws it. Oh, he caught. I thought it was going to be intercepted. He caught it. For a short gain there. That should have been intercepted. Look at this. Oh my God, that was a hell of a catch. And then he slipped, so he only got about 3 yards out of that. So a big third down coming up here. They're too deep in their own territory to go for it on fourth down, so Clemson stops them here. This is huge. 3rd down and 7. From their own 9. Mensah throws it over the middle. Oh my God! Oh, look at this shit! Somebody get him! Oh my God! I knew that was about to happen. Wide open Hasley over the middle. Nobody fucking around him. Another busted coverage by Clemson's defense. Nobody accounted for him. Look at this. Nobody. God dang. They can't just put this game away, can they? They got to make us sweat this shit out till the fucking whistle blows. 2nd down and 9. Boy, we can't have, nothing is easy in Clemson, is it? Nothing. That was his longest career catch. 2nd down and 9, Mensah. He's going to keep it. He's going to get the 1st down. Look at him. Look at him. Nope, he's going to be a little bit short. 3rd and 1, but they're in field goal range. That doesn't matter. They need a touchdown here. So this is 4 down territory for Duke. We got a barn burner going on here in Dallas, too. It's less than 4 minutes left there. Miami's got the ball, but they just had a penalty in their own territory. SMU gets the ball back here. They might have a chance to win. It's 3rd down and 2, Duke. Flag. This is against Duke, I think. That's a false start. Yeah, come on, baby. False start. Back him on up. Row that boat. Row that boat. I think that was on the center. Yeah, it was. 3rd and 7 now. It makes it a little bit more manageable. Again, field goal does you no good here if you're Duke, so this is 4 down territory no matter what happens here on this 3rd down. Mensah back to pass. Throws a quick pass, and it's caught. Oh, no! We'll see. I think he's short. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short there. We'll see where they spot it. So it's going to be 4th and 1. Not even 1, really. It's going to be 4th and like 6 inches. This is it. This is ball game right here. I mean, that's going to be the 2-minute timeout. If Duke doesn't convert this, it's probably game over, but this is it. Coaches' play calling is a big problem on both sides of the ball. I agree. 4th and 1, they'll take it to the house, probably. Have no fear, the Norwegians. What's up, Norwegian Method? How you doing, man? But I tend to agree with you. I don't know. I could see Duke doing, Clemson's expecting them to probably run the ball to keep the game alive. But I could see Mensah throwing it in the end zone here and tying it up. Ideally, what we'd see here from Clemson is a turnover. Pete, you take the over on this here game. No, I did not. I didn't bet anything on Clemson and Duke at all. Throw it over the middle. That's probably what they're going to do. Our offense will find a way to punt it back. I'll say that. Yeah, it'll probably be a slant. And they should, you know what? They probably should throw a slant because Clemson hasn't been able to stop a slant by any team all year. You know? I think the only time I bet on a Clemson game this year was LSU. I lost that one, obviously, because they lost the game and they were favored. I don't think I've bet on Clemson since then. Because why would I? I haven't seen anything out of them that would make me bet on them. So I'm either going to bet on them or not bet at all. I would never bet against them. Let them score. We get the ball, field goal. No, don't let them score. That's Gamecock logic. You're shocked that Clemson is winning. I'm not shocked that Clemson is winning, but I am shocked that it's 45-38. That's I can't believe Clemson scored 45 points in a game. That's what's shocking to me. But guess what they've been doing that they haven't done all year is run the ball. Crazy how when you run the ball, things seem to open up in the passing game. It's really weird how that works. I can't believe that a YouTuber can figure that out, but the coaching staff can't. But that's the world we live in. That's a basketball score, right? That's a Big 12. That's a circa 2015 Big 12 score right there. That's what that is. 40 plus without our star wide receiver. Yep. All right, see you later, Sid. Have a good one, man. All right, here we go. 4th down and 1. Mentor rolls out to his right, and they're going to get the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Duke from the 17. Oh, my God. Nothing is easy. Clemson still got 2 timeouts. Duke has 3, a minute and 45 seconds and counting. 1st and 10, Duke at the Clemson 17. Mensah hands the ball off. Somebody fucking tackle him! There's a flag down, not before he gets 5 yards, though. This is going to be against Clemson, I think. My God. No. Tripping. They're going to say holding there. I thought that was going to be against Clemson. It's Duke. It was against Duke. Yeah, the hold was on Peter Woods. Oh, God. 1st and 20 now. A minute and 25 seconds left. Dabo is fired up. I don't know. Dabo is on crack today, ain't he? Dabo is on one today. Here we go. Mensah back to pass. Throws a short pass. Caught. Somebody tackle him. There we go. All right. Gain of about 2. Let's go. Dabo is coaching for his job. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think he's coaching for his job. 2nd down and 18. And what did Duke call a timeout? What's going on here? Did Clemson call a timeout? Did somebody call a timeout? It must have been Clemson because Duke still got all 3 of theirs. We got a barn burner going down here in Dallas. It's still a 3-point game. Miami up by 3 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. They've got the ball on 3rd down and 8 for the Canes. All right, here we go. Is Dabo having problems with his headset or something? I don't know what's going on. Keeps grabbing his ears. 2nd down and 18. Duke. Yeah, we're about to block you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Have a nice day. 2nd down and 18. Uh-oh. They're about to bring pressure on him. Come on, there it is. Ball snap. Mensah under pressure. Throws it at the last minute over the middle. Caught and taken down. All right, here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 10, or maybe more than 10, more 12 coming up. I don't know what Mensah's complaining about. Mensah wanted the penalty there, but that's going to be a penalty against Duke. I didn't see what happened there. What was the call here? I think Mensah wanted the roughing the passer call, but he just got absolutely hammered by Halfland. But that's a good no call, though. Duke is about to Duke themselves. All right, 54 seconds left here in regulation. Duke down by 7. Obviously, 4 down territory. A field goal does you absolutely no good in this situation. It's 3rd down and 10. So they got 2 plays to get a first down or a touchdown here. They do still have 2 timeouts left. So there's no real hurry here. And here we go. From the 18, Mensah throws it in the end zone. Incomplete. He was covered. Good no call. Bukaki, whatever the fuck his name is, was calling for a flag there. That was definitely not a flag. Bukaki. Bukaki just got Bukaki'd on national TV. How about that? I put $125 on Arkansas tonight. Why? Well, I don't know why you did that. You're braver than I am. First, all right, here we go. 4th down. This is game. And it looks like it's going to be a Duke timeout. Last play of the game, potentially, if Clemson can stop him here. Am I going to be streaming tonight? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know because, well, I don't know. There's a possibility, though. I'm not streaming the 3:30 games. I know that. I might come on tonight, though. Come on, Clemson, pay me. You think Mississippi State wins at Arkansas? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, what's the line on that? I forget who's winning. I need to know what the line is. I mean, they're 2 bad teams, but I think Mississippi State's better. All right, here we go. 4th down and 10. Here it is. Come on. Mensah, back to pass. Under pressure, he just heaves it up. No good, incomplete, Clemson wins. Flag, fuck. I spoke too soon. Come on, man. You've got to be shitting me. This has got to be against Duke, right? I think it's against Duke, isn't it? I think it's an offensive holding. I mean, offensive interference. God damn it! Oh my God! Was that on Terrell? That was on Terrell, wasn't it? I got to see a replay of this. The ball wasn't even catchable. What, Terrell? What, Terrell's the one that got interfered with. What the fuck are we doing here? He got thrown on the ground. You gotta be shitting me. That's a terrible call. That is a terrible call. Ah, damn, he got thrown to the ground. And he got, at first and goal, well, I can't. First and goal now from the, what is it, the 3. Ah, damn. Clemson calls their last time out. Dabo's still hot about that call. Look at him. Dabo's going to have his arteries, surgery on his arteries after this game. He's going absolutely nuts. I've never seen him like this before. And I've seen him in periods be like this, but not for an entire game. This guy's, he's lost his mind. I mean, was there hand fighting going on between both of them? Yeah, but I don't know why you would call that on number 8. It's either a no call or you call it on Duke. It's not, I don't know why they called that on Terrell. That makes no sense to me. There you go, first and goal, 43 seconds left. Again, Duke still has a timeout here. So they can run the ball if they want. They don't have to pass it. And they do. And they get a touchdown, easy. Untouched. Oh my God, this fucking team is so hard to watch, man. Do you think that's bad, bro? Have you watched any of Miami games where their opponents don't have any penalties called on them at all? Miami has the most penalties throughout the game. Yeah, I've watched pretty much every Miami game. Speaking of Miami games, it's 20-17 right now. And SMU's got the ball down by 3 with 1 minute and 47 seconds left. And Duke's going for 2? Oh, shit. Here we go. Duke's going for 2 here. Don't fucking jump off sides. Don't jump off sides. Mensah rolls out to his right. 2-point conversion, good. That's probably fucking game right there. Duke's about to win this game now. 46-45. Holy shit. Color me surprised. Not at all. That was a ballsy play call, a ballsy situation called there by Manny Diaz. I know people are going to say Clemson lost this game because of the refs. You gave up 46 points to Duke at home. You deserve to lose the fucking game. $40 seconds left to go here. I'm done betting Clemson. I've been done betting Clemson since week 1. I don't understand how this program has fallen so far. 40 seconds left here. They just got to get in field goal range. I mean, the obvious answer is you're going to throw the ball to either Antonio Williams or TJ Moore. I mean, that's really what you got to do to get big chunk plays here. You have no timeouts left. So, yeah, fair. Got Adam Randall back there fucking fielding the kick for no apparent reason at all. You got 3 options here because you've got time for maybe 4 plays. Well, maybe more than 4 if you get a first down or 2. But Now running the balls off the table, you have no timeouts. So what's your options? You got Tristan Smith, you've got Antonio Williams, you got TJ Moore. So and Duke knows this. That's your three guys you're throwing the ball to in this situation. But Garrett Riley will probably find a way to throw it to Adam Randall in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage with no timeouts left. We'll see. 1st and 10. What the fuck are you doing? Flag. Penalty on Clemson. Shocker. Why are we throwing it behind the line of scrimmage with 40 seconds left? You stupid fucks! First and 23. 36 seconds left. Down on your own 12. Klubnik throws it to the outside, intended for Antonio Williams, incomplete. 2nd down and 32 now. Yeah, let's just keep throwing these short passes. Let's keep doing that. Seems to be working. You only got to go 50 yards. This team's going to put me in an early grave, I'm telling you. 2nd down and 22. Let's see what they do here. Klubnik throws it. Moore makes a circus catch on the sideline. I don't even know if he's in bounds. Was he out of bounds? Did he catch that? Nope, out of bounds. 3rd and 22. This cameraman sucks worse than Clemson does. Dabo probably hired a cameraman too. Yeah, he was out of bounds. SMU's, they might win here. Down by 3. They're knocking on the door. All right, here we go. Klubnik, 3rd and 22, throws it deep. I say deep. Caught by Williams. No, by Smith, of course. And it's 4th down. Here we go. 14 seconds left. Are you fucking kidding me? Flag. What are you doing? God damn it. Klubnik is a fucking idiot. Why would you run that? Yes, run it down to 2 seconds. Did you really think you were going to house it from there? Great. 1st down Clemson with 2 fucking seconds left because Klubnik held the ball for 10 goddamn seconds. You fucking idiot. What the fuck was he thinking? He always fucks it up at the end when the game's on the line. Klubnik makes the dumbest decisions ever. What is this, a timeout? Just a timeout long enough to torture me some more? I don't even want to watch the last play of this game because I know what it's going to be. He's going to throw a fucking 4-yard pass and expect whoever catches the ball, if they even catch the ball, to run the ball 70 yards. That's what he's going to do. Thank you, Cheryl. Holy shit. Here we go. 2 seconds left. Klubnik, 5-yard pass, caught. And of course, he's not going to make it. Fucking fumbles it. Well, I don't know what's going on now. Now we're just playing backyard football. The fuck? Game over. Duke wins. Have a good day. Holy shit, that was painful. Watching this team is taking years off of my life. Unbelievable. Randall had a chance. Can they still make a bowl game? No, I don't think so. They're 3-5 now. I mean, technically, yeah, they have to win out. CJ Hockett, well, boys, watched my Buckeyes pick up the win, got some grub, now setting in to watch the irrelevant teams play. Yeah. Club Nuts is a disaster. He didn't play bad today, honestly. It's just, I don't know what that decision was there at the end. Like, you know, you got 15 seconds left and you're going to hold on the ball for 10 seconds. What are you doing? He's got one leg that works. Throw the fucking ball away and give yourself at least another chance for 2 or 3 more plays instead of 1. Anyway, I'm not surprised about the outcome of this game, and that's unfortunate and also sad. But I'm not surprised about it at all. Was there some bad calls? Yes. Was that why Clemson lost? No. You gave up 46 points at home to Duke. That's why you lost. With play like this in Columbia, it'll be interesting. Yeah, defense is awful. Had way too much talent to have that record. Yeah, I've been saying that all year. Yeah, there's a lot of issues. I mean, the only thing I could take out of this is positive, and that's very hard to do at this point, is that Clemson got down big early, and they rallied, and not only came back to tie it, but came back to take the lead, and then just kind of fell apart there at the end. But you got to give credit to Duke. I mean, but I feel like I say this every week now. It's the other team, whoever we're playing against, always seems to want to win more than we do. And that's a very rare thing over the years. Even back when Clemson wasn't good, you know, I know some people just think Clemson just got good 10 years ago or whatever. But you know, during the 90s, during the Bowden years especially, they won a lot of games where they did not have as much talent as the team they played. And that now the roles have reversed. Now they have a lot more talent than a lot of these teams, but they lose. And that's a weird thing, especially at home, to see. Clemson was always a hard place to play for a long time. They haven't beat a Power 4 team yet again this week since early of October of 2024. That's insane. That's an insane stat. It's an insane stat. Now I got to root for A&M down south this year. Was that the PI? No, it was a terrible call at the end of the game. Makima, you're in here talking shit. You're about to lose to SMU. So you might want to save your shit talk until actually you actually win the game. That'd probably be ideal. But you're not smart enough to figure that out. So Penn State, Florida, and LSU have higher standards than what? Have higher standards than what? Miami and SMU is going to overtime. Yeah, I want to win my bet because I got SMU plus 10.5. I'll win that, but the question is, can Miami win this game? I don't know. Hatfield back to Clemson. No. we're down bad, but we ain't down that bad. Remember that defense at Penn State? Defense Manny Diaz? Yeah. Damn, Peete chat grew to over 200 haters. Well, you always get more viewers when you lose than when you win. And I'm okay with that. You could see the pain in Pete's eyes. But, but it's also not unexpected. I mean, I did not expect Clemson to win today. And so, you know, I'm not going to go out there and say Clemson's going to lose every week because I don't want that to happen. But everybody who came to me and told me that, you know, who do I bet on, Clemson or Duke, I told them all Duke. Because I've been watching this team all year. I mean, I don't know why anybody expects anything different than what we've seen all year. So, hang in there, Peete Pablo. Yeah, haters, hit the like button while you're in here. At least do that. At least if you want to come in here to see the pain and misery on my face and in my voice, the least you could do is hit the like button. I mean, come on. Clemson goes to a bowl if they beat Florida State, Furman, and South Carolina. Yeah, because they're going to lose to Louisville. You're right. To be fair, Clemson was down 21-7 at the end of the first. They fought their butts off. Yeah, I said that. I said that out of all the negatives that came out of this game, the only positive thing is that they didn't quit. And we've seen them quit in a couple of games this year. Let's not pretend like we haven't. They did not quit today. So I'm not gonna put this on as an effort problem on Clemson's part. I don't think the players quit at all. I think that the play calling again was fucking terrible in certain situations, and you know just the defense as a whole was a complete mess. So the two worst defensive games back to back by Clemson's defense: SMU and Duke. I don't know if Clemson or South Carolina make a bowl game. Yeah, well. What's up? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Cheer up, Pete. You got Clemson basketball. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yay, wee. Yeah. Actually, I expect Clemson to have a pretty good team this year in basketball. But, I mean, football is my favorite sport, not basketball. Just the way it is. I understand we're going to lose this game, but to be in that position to win is heartbreaking, yes. It all runs in cycles. Well, we need to get the fuck out of this cycle. Whatever this spin cycle is, we need to go ahead and reset the dryer on it. Get out of it. Get out of this cycle. All right, guys, I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. I'm going to get out of here. I might be back tonight. I don't know what's going on around here. There's some situation around here that I don't know. If I'm feeling up to it and I'm able to, I might come on for the primetime games at 7:30. So just keep an eye out. I'm not promising that. I'm just saying I might. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thank you to all the people that came in, hit the thumbs up, all the people that sent super chats and all your love and all that. You guys are amazing and fantastic. If I don't, for some reason, see you guys tonight on a live stream, I will be, of course, uploading the Clemson State of the Fan Address video tomorrow morning, like I always do after every game, win or lose. So there you go. Congratulations, Duke. I'll see you guys later.